Chapter 768. Outside the crowd. Fong Ping held the Maple King's avatar in his hand, not saying a word. After a long while, Fong Ping looked at Ji Yao and said in a low voice, "The Life King's avatar has the strength of a divine path. Release the Life King's avatar and trigger the origin Tao to explode. Kill them all." Ji Yao looked at him coldly. "Don't you have the Maple King's divine path avatar?" Ji Yao smirked. "You want me to release it? What about you? Won't you be able to do whatever you want in the end?" Fong Ping glanced at her. After a long while, he said, "Up to you." After saying that, Fong Ping shouted again, "By Shan-yue, do you dare to fight me? You have a death wish." By Shan-yue roared and pushed back a rank 8 powerhouse with a swing of his axe. He laughed. "You dare to fight me? Feng Mieshing, do you dare to fight me?" Fong Ping ignored him. He looked at Ji Yao again and took a deep breath. "Today, I'll use all my trump cards and help you kill Bai Shan-yue. I'll leave Huayu to you. I'll kill him. If you purposely leak that these people are Sky Plant's royal court powerhouses, I'll be in trouble. You kill Sky Plant's royal court's people, I'll kill Destiny Royal Court's people." Ji Yao looked at him and frowned slightly. Where did this guy get his confidence to kill? "I'll use the Ancestor King's avatar. At this time, I might be able to kill him if I use both." Ji Yao frowned again. After a while, she said, "All right, you want to kill Huayu and the rest. What about the entrance? Don't worry, I'll kill them. If I can't, they won't know anything. It doesn't matter if I kill them or not." Feng Mieshing kept changing his plan, which made Ji Yao even more displeased. "Then I'll lure Bai Shan-yue away to prevent the avatar from exploding and letting the others die with him. They can't die too many yet. All right." Ji Yao was happy that Feng Mieshing was willing to lure Bai Shan-yue away. She could not wait for the both of them to die together. However, Feng Mieshing better not die now. It was not the end yet. "Come, Bai Shan-yue." Fong Ping rose into the air and shouted, "Let him come." Lu Hao shouted, "Your Highness, you can't. Feng Mieshing, want to lead the royal court, but if I can't kill Emir Bai Shan-yue, how can I become the lord of the royal court? If I become a king lord, I will definitely become the strongest king lord in history. I'll crush and exalt realm expert today." "Arrogant!" Bai Shan-yue roared. Golden light erupted from his body and was incomparably dazzling. He shouted, "I'll kill you first, then I'll kill that bitch Ji Yao. You're courting death." Ji Yao flew into a rage when she heard this. The sword in her hand shot through the air and headed straight for Bai Shan-yue. Fong Ping's expression darkened. "Damn it, why did you have to stir up trouble at this time? This woman is a shit stirrer." Bai Shan-yue laughed maniacally and swung his axe again. The energy in the void exploded. Not only that, when the axe was swung out, it instantly turned into a giant crocodile. The crocodile opened its jaws wide and bit down on Ji Yao's sword. "Ji Yao, you slut. Even if you have a level 9 divine weapon, it's still a waste. Do you think you're worthy of fighting with me for the position of King Lord?" Bai Shan-yue's disdain was written all over his face. "If it wasn't for the fact that the Ji family is powerful, you wouldn't have the chance to order me around. Today will be the day you die." Bai Shan-yue was indeed extremely powerful. His control of divine weapons was also unparalleled. Transforming divine weapons into beasts was a realm that could only be achieved by those who had extremely strong control of divine weapons. The axe in his hand was also a rank 9 divine weapon. This giant crocodile had the ability of a rank 9 when it was alive. Although it could not unleash its full power now, it had the ability of a peak rank 8. With a bite, Ji Yao's divine weapon longsword made a creaking sound. Anger flashed in Ji Yao's eyes when she saw this. Indeed, these bastards had never thought highly of her. Feng Mieshing and the others were right. Rather than relying on the king ancestor or her father, it was better to rely on herself. By Shan Yue. In her anger, Ji Yao no longer cared about anything else. In an instant, a giant appeared in the void and merged with the phoenix bird it was sitting on. The phoenix bird let out a long cry and turned into a golden giant beast in the blink of an eye. It shot forward at high speed, heading straight for the giant crocodile that had transformed from divine weapon. Bang, bang, bang. The two giant beasts engaged in a chaotic battle in the void, causing golden sparks to explode. Bai Shan-Yue's face turned slightly pale. Controlling the divine weapon consumed a lot of mentality. On the other hand, when Ji Yao controlled the phoenix bird, both parties worked together. This was the difference between a living thing and an inanimate object. Not only that, Ji Yao was enraged at this moment. In the next moment, she spat out a mouthful of golden blood. As soon as the blood came out, it shone brightly. Fang Ping gulped. F***CK. He had underestimated these guys. Forget it. He would just watch the show. King Ancestor, lend me your divine power. Ji Yao let out a low cry. The golden blood exploded in an instant, merging into her body. In the blink of an eye, Ji Yao, who was originally at commander level, exuded the aura of a golden body powerhouse. Return. The rank 9 divine weapon long sword returned to Ji Yao's hand in the blink of an eye. Holding the divine weapon, a set of divine weapon armor appeared on Ji Yao's body once again. She shouted angrily, "By Shan Yue, you dare to underestimate me? I will kill you." As she spoke, Ji Yao broke through the air. Before she arrived, the divine weapon had already slashed down. Bai Shan Yue's divine weapon was entangled by the phoenix bird. At this moment, he let out an angry roar. A set of armor appeared on his body, and he broke out of the encirclement. In the blink of an eye, he was fighting Ji Yao. The early stage, rank 8 Bai Shan Yue, without an offensive divine weapon, was actually being beaten back by Ji Yao. In the crowd, Huayu shouted, "The Life King's divine blood won't last long. Hold her back." Fang Ping felt like he was watching a show. Ji Yao, a rank 7 martial artist, had become a rank 8 in the blink of an eye. Moreover, these guys all had divine weapons and armor. How King extravagant. These two aren't weak. Their actual strength is only at rank 8 1 or 2, but with the divine weapons and armor, they might have the strength of a rank 8 3 or 4. Fang Ping could not help but sigh. These guys really had a lot of tricks up their sleeves. This was not the end. On the other side, Xian Zhen suddenly let out an angry roar. His body suddenly grew to 3 to 4 meters tall. Kill. Xian Zhen, who was previously surrounded by more than 10 people and on the verge of collapse, suddenly became incomparably powerful. There was no divine weapon in his hands. Instead, a pair of gloves as thin as a cicada's wings appeared on his palms. Die. Xian Zhen grabbed a rank 7 martial artist with one hand. His palm was incomparably huge, wrapping the other party in his hands. With a rumble, he crushed the other party directly. Sky-raising palm. Mysterious King's secret art. Hu Feng shouted, his face full of shock and anger. Then he was overjoyed. He shouted, "Kill him! He has a true king's secret art with him." As soon as he said that, even Huayu and the rest froze. A fallen true king's secret art. They thought that the Xian family's secret art was with Xian Tong, but now it seemed that it was with Xian Zhen. Kill him. Kill Xian Zhen. He has just learned the secret art. The mysterious king has fallen, but his divine path is not destroyed. He will definitely condense the origin crystal. These people shouted. Fang Ping, on the other hand, was dumbfounded. What did this mean? Kill. At this moment, Xianzhan was incomparably fierce. Once again, he grabbed a rank 7 martial artist. That person seemed to have nowhere to run. He was directly squeezed in his hand and exploded. Want to kill me? The huge Xianzhan's eyes were bloodshot. He roared angrily. You think you can do it? You killed Ancestor Wang, and now you want to kill me. Don't blame me for being merciless. Feng Miesheng, kill him. In the distance, Ji Yao, who was fighting with Bai Shan, shouted, Kill Xianzhan. Seize the secret art. Although Fang Ping was dumbfounded, he also knew what the true king's secret art meant, especially the fallen true king's secret art. This meant that it might allow someone to walk on the fallen true king's origin path, and then step into the true king realm. Actually, Fang Ping did not know much about this. He felt that many people knew the true king's secret art. He also did not see old man Li who knew it. Xianzhan had learned it, but he was being attacked and killed. What was going on? Fang Ping did not know much about this, but the others had a good idea. When the true king was alive and the secret art was passed down, the others could only say that they had learned combat techniques and not the origin path. Killing the others would not be of much use. However, when the true king died, if the secret art was passed down in its entirety, then the person who learned the secret art would have the true king's origin condensed in his body. Even if it was just a wisp, it was enough to be valued. If Xianzhan was killed, the secret art would continue to be passed down. On this point, Fang Ping was really not too sure. When the Yang family's elder ancestor died, the Yang family's only thought was to seize his remains. In Fang Ping's opinion, the true king's secret art might be of some use, but it should not be of much use. Now, it seemed that there was something different. Even though he did not know what was going on, Fang Ping still shouted, Surround and kill Xianzhan. Hurry! As for himself, forget it. If he attacked now, he would be waiting for everyone to kill him. He did not know Feng Miesheng's combat techniques. The battle was getting more and more chaotic. Tiger Peak led a group of people to surround and kill Xianzhan. Xianzhan's secret art was also extremely powerful, forcing the people from Tiger Peak to retreat. Ji Yao, on the other hand, kept sending Bai Shan flying, gaining the upper hand. Lu Hao led a group to surround and kill Yang Sheng. Yang Sheng began to meet up with Hua Yu. Ziyu, on the other hand, led a group to fight the other rank, 7 martial artists. The battle was also chaotic. At this time, Hua Yu roared, Ziyu, go kill Feng Miesheng. As soon as he finished speaking, the divine weapon in Hua Yu's hand transformed into a giant tree. The giant tree swept across, directly sweeping away a few rank 7 martial artists in front of Ziyu. Ziyu did not waste any time. Holding a thin sword, she moved her body and went straight for Fang Ping. Fang Ping sighed. I want to kill Bai Shan. Ziyu, this pauper, actually came for him. Wasn't she causing trouble? Men, surround and kill her. Fang Ping continued to retreat. He was not willing to fight Ziyu. Fang Ping flew backward for a while. At this time, he had already sensed Feng Ji and his group rushing over. He shouted, Feng Ji, kill Hua Yu's people. They colluded with Fang Ping to kill Ji Yao and me. Do it quickly. On both sides of Feng Ji and his group, there were also a few of Hua Yu's people. As soon as he said this, a battle broke out not far away in the blink of an eye. The entire boundary wall area was in complete chaos. On Ziyu's side, they were also incomparably fierce. With a rank 8 martial artist, they worked together and quickly destroyed a rank 7 martial artist who blocked their way. The two of them surrounded and killed another rank 8 martial artist. At this time, with so many powerhouses gathered together, the killing was endless. people kept dying. Screams rose and fell. When it came to killing people, it was Xianzhen who killed the most. Not long after, she had killed 4 to 5 rank 7 martial artists. Hu Feng could not hold on any longer. Suddenly, he let out an angry roar, a stamp-like object appearing in his hand. Die! Hu Feng roared. A figure suddenly appeared in the void above the king's battlefield. The figure was extremely illusory, but the pressure was incomparably strong. Without a word, the figure threw a punch at Xianzhen. Seeing this, Xianzhen revealed a look of horror, extremely surprised. Hu Feng had actually brought a king clone with him. At the same time, Fang Ping was also extremely shocked. *CK. These guys all had their own trump cards. A few times before, everyone had used their clones to save their lives. Only Hu Feng did not move. Even Ji Yao thought that Hu Feng did not bring a king clone with him. Who knew that Hu Feng had one too? However, Hu Feng was also angered by the killing, and was the first to release the Tiger King clone. In the void, the energy began to move restlessly. Above the energy layer, the chaos origin path was also becoming restless. However, the Tiger King clone was not too strong, so it had not triggered an attack from the origin path yet. Damn it! At this time, outside the king's battlefield, a figure suddenly staggered and shouted, "Bastard! Who dares to touch my descendant?" Hu Feng had used his clone. Once he used his clone, his mentality that had been cut off would no longer be connected to him and would soon shatter. Xian Tong, who was hurrying along with him, had a drastic change of expression. He said immediately, "Master, Hu Feng used your clone?" Damn it! The Tiger King ignored him and grabbed him. Then, he flew toward the king's battle arena. At this moment, Tiger King still did not know that his grandson had used his clone to deal with Xianzhen. "Mount you high." Zhang Tao's expression changed. He said, "Let's go." Tiger King has arrived. There are some changes in his mentality. Someone has used his clone. A bloody battle has broken out in the king's battlefield. Li Zhen hurried to catch up. He said in surprise, 3,000 li away. You can sense the changes in his mentality? Why? Is it against the law? Li Zhen said angrily, "Stop changing the topic. Have you taken the second path, or not? I didn't sense anything unusual." "That's because you're useless. I have a path that leads to the heavens. Why should I take the wrong path?" Li Zhen's face darkened. "Arrogant old thing. Just you wait. I'm about to step onto the second path. Let's see how arrogant you can be." However, Li Zhen was still a little speechless. So fast? How long had it been? Even the king's clone had been used. What was the situation in the king's battlefield like? "Don't even think of killing me." The king's battlefield. Xianzhen's body continued to expand. The next moment, he passed through space and blended into the crowd. There was a rumble. A rank 7 martial artist in front of him was smashed into pieces by Tiger King's clone. Xianzhen was bleeding from his mouth. He laughed. "You haven't reached the divine path yet. You can't kill me so easily." Tiger King's mentality was not much. The clone's ability was not too strong. Xianzhen's ability was not weak either. As long as he waited for Tiger King's clone to dissipate, the danger would be gone. At this moment, Fang Ping had another realization. It turned out that the king's clone was not invincible. Old Zhang's clone was still amazing. Killing a rank 9 was like cutting a melon. Tiger King and the rest did not know if their mentality was too little or they were useless to begin with. They could not even kill a rank 8 martial artist. Feng extermination. Hu Feng roared, "You're still watching the show? Attack!" Fang Ping was helpless. Everyone was here. If I attack, wouldn't I be digging my own grave? If I don't attack, The fight has already reached this point. The king's descendants are fighting desperately. If I hide, won't I be telling others that there's something wrong with me? These people have no patience at all. As important characters, we should be the last to fight. Fong Ping did not waste any time. The halberd in his hand appeared again, and he threw it. Damn bastard! Hu Fong cursed. Fong extermination was still preserving his strength. Damn it! He could not care less about cursing anymore. He charged toward Xian Zhen quickly. The Tiger King's clone that had not dissipated launched another punch. Huayu Yangsheng by Shan Yue. Xianzhen roared, but no one paid attention to him. It would be best if Xianzhen died. They could use his death to get rid of the Tiger King's clone. They would have two less opponents. A king's clone. Even if it was slightly weaker, it was still a king's clone. Xianzhen might have escaped once, but he could not escape a second time. Rumble! There was a loud explosion. Xianzhen could not dodge this time. His chest was pierced, and his golden flesh turned to dust. Xianzhen was not dead yet, but the Tiger King's clone was starting to dissipate. Fong Ping did not attack this time. But in the next moment, Huayu and Yangsheng attacked the heavily injured Xianzhen. Poof! A long saber slashed across Xianzhen's head, shattering his golden skull. You be asterisk stars. Xianzhen's mentality shrieked, but no one paid attention to him. Even Ziyu, who was charging toward Fong Ping, ignored him and went straight for Xianzhen. Even Ji Yao and Bai Shan Yue, who were fighting, charged toward him in the blink of an eye. Everyone attacked. There was a loud rumble. Xianzhen's golden body exploded. The moment it exploded, all the flesh and blood condensed into a pair of gloves. The gloves shone with a mesmerizing glow. True King's ultimate technique. At that moment, Fong Ping completely understood. Xianzhen was dead, but his True King's ultimate technique did not dissipate. Instead, it condensed again. Maybe this was not an ultimate technique, but a True King's Tao inheritance. What's going on? Even though he did not know what was going on, Fong Ping did not hesitate. It was not convenient for him to attack, but his mentality controlled the halberd and sent it flying toward the gloves. He wanted to take it away. No wonder these guys did not care about Xianzhen's life and death. Killing him would result in a treasure. This was good stuff. The few of them charged toward the gloves, ready to snatch the True King's ultimate technique. Xianyu True King had just died. If they cultivated Xianyu True King's ultimate technique now, they might be able to enter Tao origin very quickly. When that happened, even if they did not become a lord, they might still have a chance of becoming a true king. It was best to have two choices. They were all fighting for it. Fong Ping thought for a moment and withdrew his halberd. You guys can fight for it, but it will be mine sooner or later. At this time, two teams gathered not far away. There were not as many people as before. There were less than 40 people in both teams. Seeing these people coming, Huayu suddenly shouted, "Kill Feng Mieshing, and I will guarantee that you will enter the divine general realm." Kill Huayu and the others. Fong Ping also shouted. Feng Ji and the others looked at each other. Without hesitation, they charged toward Huayu and the others. In the crowd, Duke Feng's direct descendants outnumbered Huayu's. Huayu's subordinates had already been killed by them. The other neutral factions could only follow the crowd. Seeing this, Huayu's eyes flashed. He glanced at Yangsheng and shouted, "Release the avatar!" "You do it!" Huayu gritted his teeth. "Do you want to die with me? If you release the avatar, I guarantee that I will not kill you this time. I swear in the name of King Hua, I will become the Lord, and you will obtain the Xian King's ultimate technique." Then he shouted, "I will save mine to deal with Feng Mieshing. King Feng is stronger than you think." Then he looked at Ziyu and shouted, Ziyu, you attack too. Kill them all. Without the true king's avatar, Feng Mieshing and Ji Yao are nothing. Ziyu ignored him. Huayu made empty promises. He became the lord. Yang Sheng obtained the true king's ultimate technique. But what about her? Seeing this, Huayu said angrily, If you agree, you will be the queen and rule the royal court together. Seeing that they were still hesitating, Huayu suddenly shouted, Attack! As soon as he said that, Ziyu and Yang Sheng, who were still hesitating, released their avatars. They did not target Feng Ji and the others, but Fang Ping, capture the leader first, kill Feng Mieshing, and the others would collapse on their own. Huayu's shouting earlier was just to divert Feng Mieshing's attention. Seeing this, Fang Ping looked helpless. Mother asterisk her, why did you hit me? But it seemed like killing me could solve all the problems. In the void, the two shadows had already begun to condense. Fang Ping did not dare to hesitate. He had wanted to keep the Maple King's avatar, but it seemed like he could not count on it now. Fang Ping suddenly threw the maple leaf in his hand. Rumble! The Chaos Origin Path seemed to be on the verge of exploding. The Maple King's avatar appeared on the spot, looking stronger than the avatar that Ziyu and Yang Sheng had thrown out. The moment the three avatars condensed, Fang Ping did not even look at them. He broke into a run. Hopefully, the Maple King was strong enough. It was 1 against 2. It was better to get rid of the two avatars. In this short period of time, the scene had become extremely chaotic. The avatars of the true king appeared frequently. The others retreated. Just the aftermath of the 3 true king avatars was enough to make them suffer. Everyone retreated, including Ji Yao and the rest. At this moment, the glove had already been snatched by Ji Yao. After snatching the glove, Ji Yao did not even look back. She ignored by Shan Yue and quickly ran in the direction where Fang Ping had escaped. Rumble! The 3 avatars started fighting in midair. These avatars were under the control of their controllers, so they did not show any signs of killing each other. However, all 3 avatars had the ability of rank 9. Although they had not reached the level of the origin path, the battle caused the entire battlefield to tremble. Rumble, a series of explosions rang out. The terrain of the entire battlefield began to change rapidly, as if it had been greatly affected. Outside the battlefield, the Maple King's body trembled slightly. Very quickly, he said coldly, Damn it! His avatars had made their move. The next moment, a sword gleam pierced through the air. The Maple King snorted coldly, saying coldly, Netherworld King, if you dare to make the first move, don't blame us for invading the land of rebirth today. Kill. Li Zhen was indifferent. He said mildly, Try it then. King Qian isn't here. Do you think you're worthy? Click. The 2 of them exchanged blows instantly. A void rift appeared in the blink of an eye. From afar, Zhang Tao chuckled. It's just a friendly match. Don't take it seriously. Everyone else, leave now. Don't drag you guys into this. Needless to say, the guarding martial artists below ran faster than anyone else at this moment. Even Ji Nan was worried that something would happen to Ji Yao. She ran as fast as she could. The true kings were fighting. If they got angry later, all of them would die. They should run further away first. Zhang Tao did not care about the 2 of them. He broke through the air and arrived 100 li away in an instant. He chuckled. Guys, don't get involved. Let them play. Oh, King Huai, you trash can go. Li Zhen said he wants to fight 1 against 2. Be *starred. The King Huai almost exploded in anger. What did he mean? Kill him. The King Huai roared. At this moment, he had gathered King Modo and King Qingping. The 3 of them were going to kill Zhang Tao first. Just as the King Huai made his threat, a figure appeared next to Zhang Tao. An old man said slowly, "King Huai, why are you angry? Since Li Jun wants to play with you, you can go." You. The King Huai's face turned purple. These guys really looked down on him. King Wu was one thing, but did King Gu deserve to look down on him? Without a word, the King Huai slapped at the Chun family's patriarch, who had just arrived. Zhang Tao curled his lips. A guy who bullied the weak and feared the strong. Forget it. You guys fight, I won't get involved. Zhang Tao stared at the other two true kings, not far away, and smiled. No rush. Let's watch the show. These people are too angry. I'll give you a chance to call for more people. This is not enough. It's not worth it if you die here. King Modo and King Qingping looked at each other. They did not say anything, nor did they make a move. 2 against 1, they might not be a match for a King Wu. Since that was the case, they would wait and see. Zhang Tao smiled calmly, but in his heart, he was cursing. Fong Ping, these bastards, hurry up. If they don't come out, there will be big trouble. The Tiger King was about to arrive. Not only the Tiger King, but it seemed that other true kings were also rushing over. Did something big happen inside? Kid, I've called all that I can. If we can't beat them later, then we'll have to run. Zhang Tao sighed in his heart. The Chun family's patriarch, Zhang Tao, Nan Yunyue, he had called all that he could. Since when did he have to whistle for help when a few rank 7 and 8 martial artists were stirring up trouble? Mother asterisk cur. I've never called so many people when I was stirring up trouble. Zhang Tao thought as he stared at the entrance of the King battlefield. At this time, the entire boundary wall seemed to be trembling. The sound of explosions and screams lingered in the air. After killing off these people, Hua Yu and the others did not hesitate to head straight for Fong Ping. Behind him, the 4 doppelgangers began to dissipate, and more people died. By the time Hua Yu and the rest had escaped, the entire place was a mess. Blood and flesh were strewn all over the place. Far away, Wang Jinyang and the others were still hiding. After watching for a while, Li Hansong sent a voice projection. What should we do now? Wang Jinyang took a deep breath and said telepathically, go over to Fong Ping's side. He's probably heading toward the entrance. I'll wait for a while. You, spoils of war. Wang Jinyang gritted his teeth. Fong Ping lured them away probably so that we can have a chance to snatch the spoils of war. 50 to 60 people have died. There are 20 to 30 divine weapons and other things. We can't leave them here. If they went to the entrance, they might not have a chance to return. Right now, these people were in a killing frenzy. They were waiting for the battle to end before cleaning up the battlefield. No one cared about this for now. However, once they reached the entrance, would they have a chance to come back and clean up the battlefield? After hearing old Wang's words, Li Hansong did not hesitate anymore. If they left them here, they might be taken away by others very soon. Then, the losses would outweigh the gains. In the battlefield of the kings, there were 4th parties. Some demons were here too. However, these demons were not interested in participating in the battle between the 2 sides. At this moment, no one knew where they had gone. However, the battle was so intense, and the aura was everywhere. Soon, there might be demons here to investigate. Li Hansong did not care about them anymore. He quickly made a detour and ran toward the entrance. He had to go and support Fong Ping. Moreover, Fong Ping had asked him and old Wang to leave one person behind to pretend to be him. He might still be needed. He could not stay here forever. After Li Hansong left, Wang Jinyang glanced at the spot. At this moment, many people had already chased after Hua Yu and the rest. There were still 4 or 5 people left. It seemed like they were prepared to stay here. Wang Jinyang glanced at Yao Chengjun and sent a voice transmission. Can we kill them? Yao Chengjun took a breath and said slowly, let's try. There are so many things. We have to kill them, whether we can or can't. Then kill them. The two of them made up their minds. After waiting for about 20 seconds, they could no longer sense Fang Ping's situation. This time, the two of them did not hesitate anymore. They suddenly exploded. Kill! The blood-colored longbow appeared in Wang Jinyang's hands. This time, he did not condense a blood arrow. The spear in Yao Chengjun's hands turned into a blood arrow and landed on his bow instantly. Hum! An air-piercing roar was heard. Not far away, a few rank 7 martial artists shouted angrily, Wang Jinyang! As soon as the shout ended, the spear had already shot out. The few people opposite unleashed their mentality, trying to block it. However, as soon as they unleashed their mentality, it was torn apart instantly. Yao Chengjun's spear was originally designed to target mentality. At this moment, the two of them combined forces. Wang Jinyang and Yao Chengjun joined forces. The two divine weapons combined. Their power increased by 30%. A crack was heard. The mentality that the few of them had set up together was torn apart. A Changdao appeared in Wang Jinyang's hands. Without a word, he leaped into the air and went straight for them. Yao Chengjun controlled the spear and continued to move freely between them, tearing their mentality apart. The two of them cooperated very well. The moment the other party's mentality was torn apart, a scream was heard. Wang Jinyang had already arrived. With a loud roar, he slashed with his saber, splitting one of them in half. In the blink of an eye, the killing resumed. The remaining people had already regained their senses. They roared and charged toward the two of them. Wang Jinyang and Yao Chengjun also unleashed their full strength, killing each other while bathed in blood. Although Fang Ping did not know that old Wang and the rest were fighting for the spoils of war, he could guess it. He did not have the time to fight for it, but old Wang and the rest still had a chance, albeit in a dangerous situation. Wealth came from danger. This was inevitable, seeing that Ji Yao was following behind, and that Phoenix Sparrow had also returned. Fang Ping looked back and shouted, Ji Yao, are you going to release your Life King's clone? Don't you have a second clone? Ji Yao replied mildly. She would not use her last trump card now. Feng Miesheng was not easy to deal with. Fang Ping laughed. I was just lying. Do you really think that Ancestor Wang will split his two clones? Ji Yao, if you don't make a move, we might not win. Bastard. Ji Yao cursed. She did not trust him. Did this guy really have no more trump cards? Really? Of course. At this moment, Hua Yu and the rest had almost caught up. Ji Yao saw the situation and shouted, Feng Miesheng, stop hiding. If you don't kill them now, they will see that they have no chance and leave this place. They will be big trouble for us. Fang Ping sighed. I really don't have a choice, but it's okay. We have the numbers. If this goes on, we will kill them sooner or later if we don't die. Ji Yao heard that and snorted coldly. Fang Ping said again, You and I will go to the entrance and let the people there join the battle. We can't let them leave. Otherwise, we will both be in trouble if the news gets out. Ji Yao ignored him and looked back. She said, The people at the entrance will not leave without our orders. Feng Miesheng, don't run. Kill them now before anything bad happens. They had more people, so they still had the advantage. The other party only had Bai Shan and a true king's clone. She had one too, so she would not lose. Fang Ping pondered for a moment and smiled. All right. Fang Ping stopped in his tracks. Hua Yu and the rest had also started fighting with Lu Hao and the rest. People were dying constantly. Hua Yu and the rest were able to become the crown princes, so they were not truly useless. They had divine weapons and armors, a powerhouse's unique arts, and even used their life essence to recover. When they fought, they were extremely powerful, constantly killing rank 7 martial artists. Although they did not have as many people as Fong Ping and the rest, there were close to 10 golden body powerhouses. At this moment, they were fighting crazily. When they joined forces, they showed signs of breaking out of the encirclement. Bang! There was another explosion. The people around Huayu and the rest were getting lesser and lesser. The entourage was dying one by one. Among them, Yang Sheng was obviously on the verge of collapsing. He could die at any time. By Shan Yue, Yang Sheng roared. Very quickly, he transmitted his voice angrily. Release the clone, Ji Yao, and she doesn't dare. Yang Sheng said, angrily. The Life King's clone has the strength of a divine Tao realm. As long as we don't get too far away from her, she won't dare to release it. Otherwise, it will trigger chaos origin. Huayu also said, by Shan Yue, we can only risk it once. Otherwise, we will all die. Bai Shanhua struggled for a moment. He could only gamble that Ji Yao would not dare to release the clone, gamble that they could keep Ji Yao occupied, and not give her a chance. The few of them communicated telepathically. Very quickly, Bai Shanhua transmitted his voice. Everyone, let's work together and gather them together. Then we'll kill them. The few of them did not need him to teach them. They began to gather together and attracted the others. Not far away, Fong Ping glanced at them. He smiled and transmitted his voice. Ji Yao, do you think they're going to release the last clone? Why don't you take the opportunity to release your clone too and send them to their graves? There's no rush. Ji Yao was indifferent. Fong Ping sighed. Why? Do you really think I still have a clone? I really don't. Also, I said that I won't kill you. Why bother? Ji Yao ignored him and continued to wait. Seeing this, Fong Ping waited for quite a few people to surround them. He shouted, don't surround them. Be careful. He spoke slowly. He only spoke when half of the people had surrounded them. This time, Bai Shanhua did not wait any longer. The King of 100 Mountains clone appeared in the void. Rumble! In the sky, the chaos origin path was already extremely agitated. Fong Ping glanced at it and said in a low voice, it seems a little troublesome. There are too many true king clones. It seems that the origin path is agitated. Ji Yao also looked up at the sky. There was a hint of gloom in her eyes. If this went on, she would not dare to release the Life King clones. Today, 6 true king clones had been released consecutively. Although they did not carry much of the origin path, they all had the aura of a true king. The chaos origin path in the entire king's battlefield might have already noticed them. If this went on, the strongest Life King clones would be unleashed. The entire king's battlefield might not just be affected by the rank 7 regions. All the other regions might be in chaos. As soon as the King of 100 Mountains clone appeared, it went on a killing spree. People kept dying. The people who had just gathered dispersed again. Seeing this, Fong Ping shouted, come to me. Soon, the people who had escaped death gathered around Fong Ping. In a moment, the number of people on Fong Ping's side had reached 30. Not far away, the King of 100 Mountains clone gradually dispersed. They had used human lives to fill up the true king clones. Fong Ping glanced around. He still had 7 golden body powerhouses and more than 20 rank 7 powerhouses on his side. He could not help but sigh. They died so quickly. There were so many people, but a few clones had killed so many people. It was not just the clones. Huayu's subordinates were also powerful. There were only a dozen of them, but they had already killed many martial artists. However, Fang Ping glanced around. Right now, only Hua Yu's group of 4 and 2 heavily injured rank 8 martial artists were left. Hua Yu, do you still have any trump cards? Fang Ping smiled. It looks like you've lost this time. 6 venerables is not weak, but it's still not enough. Fang Ping laughed out loud and lamented. I won too easily. So easily that I didn't expect to win. So easily. Hua Yu said coldly. Feng Miesheng, don't celebrate too early. Did I? Fang Ping smiled. As the victor, can I be happy for a bit? Hua Yu sneered. You want to kill us with just these people? Is it not enough? Then let's try. Hua Yu roared. Now that things have come to this, everyone, we can only fight to the death. Do your best and kill them. We are the real winners. Lu Hao, Feng Ji, kill them. Fang Ping took a step back. Lu Hao and the others charged forward. At this time, it was time to decide the winner. There were only 6 of them. Even if they were descendants of a true king, it was not impossible to kill them. All their trump cards had been used up. His Highness Feng was bound to win. Fang Ping did not care about them anymore. Seeing that they had started fighting, he began to wander around. He casually picked up some divine weapons and martial artists' life essences and stored them in his storage space. Beside him, Ji Yao only looked at him, not making a sound. A strange look flashed across her eyes. This action, this habit, was it really him? Everyone stopped talking. The sounds of killing rang out incessantly. There was a loud bang. Yang Sheng, who could not hold on any longer, became the second descendant of a true king to fall after Xianzhen. The show was about to begin. Fang Ping sighed. The show was really about to begin. He had to be careful. I've still underestimated some people. Fang Ping glanced at Ji Yao, who was not far away. Are you suspecting me? Or are you saying that you don't suspect me, but have made up your mind to kill me? It's very dangerous. So dangerous that my wealth is not increasing. It's not increasing in the beginning. TSK? Fang Ping sighed inwardly. It was too dangerous. This meant that in the king battleground, there was an existence that could threaten his life. Other than Ji Yao, who else could threaten his life? Rank, 8 fourth forging golden body. Rank, 8 divine armor on him. Rank, 9 combat boots on his feet, and a lot of imperishable substances. Even so, how could his life be in danger? Fang Ping did not bat an eyelid. He looked around for a while. Soon, he walked toward a pile of rocks at the edge. After walking for a while, Fang Ping's mentality fluctuated. Ironhead, it's me. Don't move. Fang Ping quickly helped Ironhead conceal his aura. After a while, he said, act according to the situation later. Hide well first. This time we might need you. Don't be stupid. Cooperate well. Li Hansong did not utter a word. He continued to maintain his silence. Fang Ping could not help but laugh. He did not say anything. This guy was probably not stupid. He also did not think that Ironhead was really stupid. There were fewer and fewer people ahead. On Hua Yu's side, only Hua Yu, Bai Shan and Ziyu were left. On Fang Ping's side, there were not many people left either. At this stage, the outcome was already decided. Fang Ping smiled and glanced at Ji Yao. Ji Yao happened to be looking at him too. Seeing Fang Ping's strange smile, her expression changed slightly. Suddenly she shouted, "Attack!" As soon as she finished speaking, the remaining 2 rank, 8 Destiny Royal Court powerhouses on Fang Ping's side suddenly attacked Lu Hao and the rest. This unforeseen event happened extremely quickly. There was a rumble. The sound of golden bodies exploding could be heard. At the same time, Hua Yu suddenly attacked Ziyu, and Ziyu also attacked Bai Shan. Bai Shangyue was a little confused. This series of unforeseen events stunned Hu Feng, who was watching from beside Ji Yao. What was going on? The remaining two golden body powerhouses on Ji Yao's side suddenly turned traitor and defeated Lu Hao and the rest in an instant. Lu Hao and the rest did not expect their comrades who were fighting together just now to betray them. Ziyu had just attacked Bai Shangyue, but Huayu slashed her neck. She looked at Huayu in disbelief, then suddenly laughed fiercely. I see. Ji Yao, you lied to me. Huayu did not say a word. Ji Yao also laughed coldly. Then she looked at Fang Ping and said coldly, Fang Ping, are you still going to pretend? Fang Ping? Fang Ping laughed bitterly. At this point, you should stop pretending. Why do you have to frame me? I didn't expect that I would be tricked by a stupid woman like you. I underestimated you. Why do you think you can live? At this moment, Ziyu's golden body exploded. Bai Shanyue's golden body also exploded. Although the two of them were not dead, they could not fight anymore. Their faces were full of despair. Everyone fell to the ground. Fang Ping did not escape. He stood where he was, looked around, and smiled helplessly. I didn't expect that the final winner would be you. You really surprised me. Ziyu, Huayu, I'm afraid both of you believe Ji Yao's nonsense. Will she let us go? She asked Ziyu to kill Bai Shangyue and Huayu to kill Ziyu. She probably made a promise to cooperate with you. But can this woman be trusted? Huayu glanced at Ji Yao and said solemnly, I'm just trying to survive. Besides, she won't kill me so easily. As he said that, Huayu's golden body flashed, and he instantly recovered to his peak state. He huffed. Ji Yao, since we're cooperating, don't play tricks. You and I have no conflict of interest. After killing Bai Shangyue and the rest, you can return to your destiny court, and I'll return to my heavenly plants court. Fang Ping sighed. You're still too stupid. How could Ji Yao let you go? Huayu glanced at Ji Yao and smiled. That might not be the case. Don't you think so, Ji Yao? As soon as he finished speaking, Huayu's aura suddenly exploded. In the next moment, Huayu's saber slashed. This time, it wasn't aimed at Fang Ping's group. Instead, it was aimed at the two golden body powerhouses who had just killed Lu Hao and the rest. The two were also prepared. With a roar, they unleashed their full strength. With just the two of you? Huayu sneered. The golden light on his body thickened to the extreme. It wasn't the power of heaven and earth that shot out, but the power of destruction. With a rumble, one of them had his golden body destroyed. Just as the other was about to leave, the Changdao in Huayu's hand suddenly shot out and exploded. Huayu's face paled. The explosion of a rank 9 divine weapon had injured him quite badly, but in the blink of an eye, he had killed 2 rank 8 powerhouses. At this time, Ji Yao said coldly, King Hua really thinks highly of you. He even gave you the god's blood. Do you think you're the only one that Fate King thinks highly of? Although Huayu's face was pale, he smiled. Ji Yao, what do you think now? A crystal appeared in Ji Yao's hand. She said slowly, what do you want? Work together. Since you can work together with Feng Miesheng, you can naturally work together with me. Once we kill them, the 2 royal courts will be ours. Huayu laughed. But right now, you can't kill me. Of course, I don't dare to kill you so easily. Ji Yao, you're the one who can't be defeated. As for me, I just want to take what belongs to me. You didn't lose anything. Just leave these 3 to me. He heaved a sigh of relief after killing the 2 golden body powerhouses under Ji Yao's command. At this time, if Ji Yao wanted to kill him, she could only use the Fate King's avatar. But the moment she used it, everyone might die. He didn't believe that Ji Yao would still dare to use it just to kill him. Huayu glanced at Fang Ping and smiled. In the end, he and Ji Yao would be the winners. He didn't need to plan much. He just had to follow Feng, Miesheng, and Ji Yao's plan. Out of everyone present, he was the strongest. If not for the fact that Ji Yao had not used the Fate King's avatar, he would have killed Ji Yao and become the final winner. It was a pity. At the same time he killed the two golden bodies, Fang Ping grabbed by Shan Yue and Ziyu. The two of them didn't resist. Once they landed beside Fang Ping, Ziyu shouted, "Give us some fountain of life." "Feng, Miesheng, we can only survive if we work together." She didn't have any more fountain of life. She didn't have a storage ring. She didn't bring much with her. She had used some of the fountain of life she had. At this moment, she could only quickly recover her strength so that she could survive. Although Bai Shanyue had brought his storage ring, half of his life essence had been borrowed by Ji Yao. Before coming to the royal battlefield, he didn't think that he would be in danger. At this time, Bai Shanyue looked at Fang Ping with an anxious expression. Fang Ping didn't say much. He tossed a box of fountain of life to Ziyu. Ziyu heaved a sigh of relief. Bai Shanyue also heaved a sigh of relief, his expression anxious. However, just as he sighed in relief, Fang Ping's halberd pierced through his head. Ziyu froze, her face full of shock. What was this guy doing? Fang Ping said unhurriedly, "What are you looking at? Recover quickly, or we'll all die. Bai Shanyue isn't one of us. If he dies, he dies." Fang Ping's expression was calm. He took his storage ring and put it on his finger. Bai Shanyue's gigantic axe was also kept in his storage space. Ji Yao looked at him and didn't stop him. She said calmly, "As expected, Fang Ping, you can't hide it this time." Fang Ping laughed. "I'm Fang Ping? What a joke. Ji Yao, at this stage, you don't have to do this. You would have joined forces with Fang Ping a long time ago. So much so that you and Fang Ping were the ones who plotted everything that happened in the battlefield this time, just to kill us. Why you, Hu Feng, don't be stupid. Ji Yao won't let you go just to hide the truth." Why you said nothing while Hu Feng frowned. Ji Yao had changed so much that he didn't recognize her anymore. But all of this was for the position of lord for the royal court. This time, after killing Feng Miesheng and the rest, killing Bai Shanyue and the rest, Ji Yao would no longer have any obstacles to becoming lord. The Sky Plant's royal court would also suffer heavy losses. Everything would be worth it. Hu Feng, do you really think you have a way out? Don't be stupid. Ji Yao joined forces with Fang Ping and killed so many descendants of the true king. How could anyone find out? Ji Yao laughed coldly. "Fang Ping, you're still pretending. You're about to die, and you still want to rely on these little tricks to turn the situation around?" Fang Ping laughed. "Why aren't you doing anything? Ji Yao, you're very calm. Looks like you have a plan. So many people have died. Will you let the others leave? The people at the entrance haven't been dealt with yet. How are you going to deal with them? I see that you've been waiting for a long time. I wanted to go to the entrance, but you didn't let me. Is there a plan?" Ji Yao's expression changed slightly. Fang Ping thought for a while. Suddenly, he looked at Feng Ke and laughed. "Feng Ke, I didn't underestimate this stupid woman. Did I underestimate you?" At this moment, Fang Ping's mentality fluctuated violently. Ji Yao frowned. In the next moment, a figure appeared in the distance. He shouted, "Ji Yao, Feng Ke, the people at the entrance have been killed. I fulfilled my promise. I'll leave the rest to you." After saying this, the figure ran away quickly. In the blink of an eye, he disappeared without a trace. "Why you, Ziyu, are you waiting to die?" Fang Ping roared with laughter. "Ji Yao has joined forces with Fang Ping and the demon clan that guards the majestic court. They will definitely kill us." After saying this, Fang Ping ran away quickly. Ziyu and Hua Yu's expressions changed when they heard this. They seemed to have forgotten something. Sure enough, in the next moment, dozens of demon auras approached quickly. Ji Yao, how dare you join forces with Fang Ping and the demons? Damn it! Without another word, Hua Yu turned and ran. Ji Yao managed to get the guardian demons to join in. They were in big trouble now. Although there were no rank 8 demons among the guardian demons, there were many rank 7 demons. Once they were surrounded, they were dead meat. The 3 of them did not waste any more words. They ran away. Feng Ke cried loudly for a while. The aura of the demon race could be sensed from all directions. In the blink of an eye, dozens of demons appeared and attacked Fang Ping's group. The situation changed again. Hu Feng looked at Ji Yao. He was surprised. His gaze was complicated. You really joined forces with Fang Ping? Ji Yao said coldly. Feng Miesheng is Fang Ping. Don't be stupid. That was Li Hansong. He was just messing things up. Hu Feng did not speak. He looked at Feng Ke and said, This is a serious matter. There are many descendants of the true king. Is it really appropriate for these demons to know? Ji Yao did not speak. Feng Ke did not speak either. In the distance, the battle had already erupted. Ziyu and Hua Yu quickly fought. Fang Ping followed them. He laughed mournfully. Ji Yao will not let us go. Neither will Fang Ping. Despite everything, we still lost in the end. What a pity. Fang Ping laughed loudly. Then he roared, Go to the entrance and escape. The royal ancestor is here. The entrance is the only way out. After saying this, Fang Ping quickly ran toward the entrance. Ziyu and Hua Yu also ran as they fought. Ji Yao watched for a while. Then she suddenly turned and walked toward the entrance. She wanted to kill them there. Chapter 770. The place where the martial kings fought was now in complete chaos. Ji Yao and Feng Ke had secretly contacted the demons guarding the palace to surround and kill all the human martial artists. Tai Tu had impersonated Fang Ping and appeared casually before disappearing again. But now, no one cared who Fang Ping was. There were not many left alive. Even if there were, they were hiding in different places. The battle was too brutal. Rank 7 and 8 martial artists were like weeds, falling one after another. The true king's avatar also appeared frequently, stirring up the situation. The demons' participation in the battle made the situation even more complicated. Fang Ping fled with a muffled sound. Hua Yu and the rest felt that something was amiss, but they did not say a word and retreated. At the entrance, Ji Yao was the first to arrive. There was really no one here now. No one was left alive. They were all dead. A group of monsters had ambushed this place. The warriors guarding the area had originally thought that the demon clan guarding the imperial court were retreating. They never expected that the demon clan would choose to launch a sneak attack on them. Due to carelessness, dozens of people were killed. Only the aftermath of the battle was left here. Ji Yao, Feng Ke, and Hu Feng were all here now, looking at the mess on the ground and the bloodstains. Hu Feng did not speak. Ji Yao did not look at him. She said coldly, Don't listen to Fang Ping's nonsense. Hu Feng, as long as you have no ulterior motives, I will not kill you. On the contrary, I will let you live. If everyone is dead, and only Feng Ke and I are left, then people will be suspicious. Fang Ping wants to sow discord between us. He purposely made you suspicious and even forced me to attack you, then save you and ruin the relationship between Grandpa Tiger King and the Ji family. He thinks he can plot against everything. He must be dreaming. Hu Feng heaved a sigh of relief. He no longer doubted and asked, Can we really kill them? Of course. At this time, another 5 to 6 monsters gathered at the entrance. Ji Yao asked, Did anyone escape? A few monsters hissed. Ji Yao laughed coldly. I knew it. He would definitely let them out. Luckily, you guys are here. Not far away, a figure appeared. Qin Fengqing was extremely disheveled. He shouted, Ji Yao, we are together. Let me out. Are you trying to do something evil? Ji Yao gave a cold snort, and the three demonic beasts charged towards Qin Fengqing. Qin Fengqing yelled, Motherf asterisk cur. Fong Ping, Ji Yao wants to play dirty. I can't do anything about it. I can't get out. We're done for this time. Don't blame me if old Zhang doesn't come. He actually wanted to run. When the demonic beasts and the guards were fighting, he wanted to take advantage of the chaos to escape. In the end, the demon beasts killed all the guards, and he was almost beaten to death by these demons. In the blink of an eye, Li Hansong appeared and shouted, Ji Yao, you and I have already discussed it. Are you going back on your word? Ji Yao frowned and shouted, all of you are going to die today. Doing such useless things is truly laughable. As he spoke, the Life King's clone appeared in his hand again, and he said coldly, this time I'll send all of you to your graves. With that, Ji Yao took a few steps back and retreated to the entrance of the tunnel. Li Hansong quickly moved forward, and a small ball appeared in his hand. He shouted, what a ruthless woman! You want to activate the Tao of Origin and kill everyone? Dream on! He could already tell what Ji Yao wanted to do. His heart was filled with awe. This woman was ruthless. Ji Yao had already discovered that the Tao of Origin here was unstable. If she released the clone now, it might cause the Tao of Origin to attack without restraint. If that happened, no one in this area could survive. Li Hansong quickly moved forward and shouted, if you dare to run, I'll activate my Tao of Origin immediately, and we'll die together. After shouting, Li Hansong controlled his mentality and threw the ball directly in front of Ji Yao, shouting, if you're confident that you can outrun the activation of the Tao of Origin, try it. Ji Yao stared at the ball for a while and suddenly laughed. What do you want? When our people arrive, let them retreat. I don't care if the others live or die. Having said that, Li Hansong harumphed. Don't try to play tricks. These few beasts can't kill me, and neither can you. Try it, if you don't believe me. As soon as he finished speaking, the divine armor on Li Hansong's body flickered, and he sneered. Even a rank 9 powerhouse can't break it. Unless you activate your clone, you can't kill me. If you can't kill me instantly, I'll activate my Tao of Origin and bring you along with me. At this moment, Li Hansong's heart was palpitating. That fellow, Fong Ping, was too careless this time. Without old Zhang's Tao of Origin, this time he was stuck inside with Ji Yao. If this woman released the Life King avatar, she might really trigger the activation of the Tao of Origin in the entire King battleground. If that happened, they might all die. These fellows in the catacombs were not easy to deal with. Ji Yao, too. He had thought that Ji Yao was very stupid and was fooled by Fong Ping. This woman might have had the idea of killing everyone from the beginning. The few beasts also hissed softly. They still had many companions inside. They could not let Ji Yao release the Life King avatar. Ji Yao was still slowly retreating. At this moment, Li Hansong directly shattered a corner of the ball. Rumble! There was a commotion in the sky. A monstrous pressure was faintly discernible. Ji Yao, if you take another step, I'll directly shatter the Tao of Origin. Li Hansong roared fiercely, ignoring the threat directly. With his armor on, he went straight for Ji Yao, shouting, do you dare to die with me? I'm a resurrected martial artist. I'm not afraid of death. It's worth it to bring you along. Ji Yao's expression changed for a while. The Life King avatar in her hands slowed down. You win. Ji Yao sneered, but don't think that I've compromised. I don't care if you're Fong Ping or Li Hansong. You're delusional if you want to push all the blame to me. At this point, we'll each take a step back. Whether you die or not, go out and find your own way out. As for me, I want to kill Hua Yu and Purple Moon. Whoever wants to let them go, I won't be lenient either. Li Hansong said, casually, that's none of my business. But we'll have to wait for my people to arrive first. As they were talking, not far away, Wang Jinyang and Yao Chengjun arrived carrying a large number of divine weapons. Seeing Li Hansong and Ji Yao's confrontation, he could not help but shout, Fang Ping, what's wrong? Is this woman going back on her word? Ji Yao's heart was filled with hatred. These resurrected martial artists still wanted to put on an act at this time. Who were they putting on an act for? Without the existence of a third party, acting was a waste of energy. She could not even be bothered to argue. She shouted, everyone is here. Let's unleash our true king avatars and origin chi together. Kill them and leave together. Li Hansong shouted, Li Hansong is not here yet. We can't leave. Ji Yao glanced at him. Li Hansong? Were these people acting, or were they for real? She was still thinking about it when Li Hansong scolded, cut the crap. Only I know that you took off your clothes to serve me. Bastard. Ji Yao was furious. The Life King avatar crystal in her hand flickered nonstop, her face full of anger. At this moment, she was starting to believe that this fellow was Fang Ping. But who was Feng Yeshing? Just as she was thinking about it, Hua Yu and the other two ran towards them in a panic. Seeing the crowd at the entrance, they slowed down. Behind them, the monsters were also rushing over. Li Hansong shouted, idiots from the demon race, why are you still surrounding us? Ji Yao wants to kill all of you. Are you waiting to die? This time, the demons also stopped moving. The phoenix bird chirped a few times as if trying to explain something. Even so, the demons did not attack again. Fang Ping heaved a sigh of relief. He had underestimated Ji Yao. This woman had such an idea. How ruthless! At this moment, everyone was gathered at the entrance. Ji Yao's eyes flickered. No one knew what she was thinking. Seeing this, Fang Ping said, Ji Yao, let us go. We won't reveal that you killed Bai Shan Yue and the others. Ji Yao laughed coldly. I didn't kill Bai Shan Yue. Having said that, she added, Fang Ping, stop hiding. It won't be that easy for you to leave. Saying that, Ji Yao smiled. If you kill Hua Yu and Purple Moon, I'll let you go. Seeing that Fang Ping did not say a word, Ji Yao could not be sure. She did not care whether it was Feng Yeshing or Li Hansong who was Fang Ping. She shouted, Fang Ping, don't expect me to take responsibility for everything. Dream on. Kill them. I don't care if you live or die. Everything that happened today ends here. At this point, Fang Ping felt helpless. Perhaps his plan could not continue. Ji Yao, this woman, actually reacted. If this went on, they could forget about leaving. He did not know what was going on outside. If they did not leave now, they might not be able to leave. Fang Ping suddenly stopped hiding and revealed his true self. He smiled. Ji Yao, you've exceeded my expectations. Actually, at this point, there's no need to hide it anymore. But if we're all dead and you're the only one alive, that might not be a good thing. If I'm alive, you can still throw the blame to me. That's the only way you can escape. But if even I'm dead, then so many people have died here. If you, Ji Yao, are still alive, think about what those true kings will think. It's really you. Seeing that Fang Ping had finally stopped pretending, Ji Yao said coldly, I wasn't sure before, but now my doubts are cleared. From the beginning to the end, you've been the one scheming. Unfortunately, you didn't expect me to guess your identity. Feng Yeshing is not as eloquent as you are. Fang Ping smiled. Stop pretending. Tell me, when did you discover my identity? Ji Yao humphed coldly. When you scolded me previously, you scolded me many times. Do you really think that I'm not close to Feng Mieshing? Feng Mieshing rarely scolds me. He thinks that his reputation is the most important thing in front of outsiders. So he's very rude to me. But in private, Feng Mieshing is different from you. Do you think he'll always have this attitude when he wants to marry me? When there's no one around, Feng Mieshing fawns over me. Do you really think you can predict everything? Feng Ping smiled bitterly. Is that so? I thought Feng Mieshing has always been arrogant. I didn't expect him to be so useless in private. Is it good to be a bootlicker? Feng Ping felt helpless. If that was the case, when he scolded Ji Yao previously, this woman might have been observing him. After thinking for a while, Feng Ping smiled again. It shouldn't have been that long. When you sent Phoenix Sparrow away and talked to me in private, were you also testing me? Testing me to lick your boots? Feng Ping burst out laughing. Probably. I remember that Phoenix Sparrow left for a while. You said it went to investigate the situation. I think it went to look for the demons. I didn't expect it to be exposed here. Feng Ping shook his head. No wonder this stupid woman could notice the difference. It was all Feng Mieshing's incompetence. Mother asterisk her. How did you become a bootlicker in private? I couldn't even tell. What a pity. Feng Ping felt regretful. His plan was a good one. The only thing that failed was that there was a problem with his character. He did not disguise himself as Feng Mieshing well. Otherwise, Ji Yao would not have noticed the abnormality and would not have done what she did. This was such a pity. Feng Ping shook his head and said, "Forget it. If that's the case, let's not talk nonsense. Ji Yao, hand over your storage ring. Let's go out together. As for the others, I don't care if they live or die." You want me to hand over my storage ring? Ji Yao was so angry that she almost laughed. What a joke. Why? Now that she had the Life King's avatar, Feng Ping was nothing. Feng Ping was too lazy to say more. He waved the round ball that old Zhang gave him and shattered it. Rumble. In the void, the pressure became stronger. Feng Ping smiled. Let's see who will die first. I'm upper stage rank. I have unlimited imperishable substances. I have the divine armor to protect me. My golden body is strong. Let's see who will survive when the origin Tao erupts. I'm a desperado. Who are you? You're the Life King's granddaughter, the Lord of King's daughter, two true kings in one family. When we get out this time, you're destined to be the Lord of the royal court. You want to risk your life with me? What a joke. Ji Yao, do you think I'll believe you? You dare to risk your life? Why don't you try? Feng Ping snorted and said disdainfully, "You're afraid of death. More afraid than us. You're still playing this game with me. You're still too inexperienced. Stop talking nonsense. Hand over your storage ring. You can say that I robbed you. That's how you escaped with your life. Only then will people believe that you're a good-for-nothing. Use these to save your life. Otherwise, if I, Feng Ping, kill everyone but you, will people believe that? Hurry up, I'm in a hurry." At the side, old Wang and the rest were full of admiration. Amazing! How could he rob someone like that? Feng Ping said impatiently, "Ji Yao, don't force me. At this point, if you drag it on, I'm dead for sure. If I die, don't even think about living. The barefooted are not afraid of the barefooted." Ji Yao gritted her teeth, so hard that they were about to break. Damn it, bastard. This B***starred was clearly at a disadvantage, yet he still wanted to rob her. Moreover, he was robbing her so boldly. She could not believe it. Feng Ping. Ji Yao's face was livid. She said angrily, "Either we leave together or none of us can leave. How dare you ask me to hand over my storage ring? You're delusional. I'll give you 10 seconds. Fong Ping could not be bothered with her. A few imperishable matter clusters appeared in his hands, tossing them to Old Wang and the rest. He said, "You guys bet. See if you can save your lives. This woman is betting her life with me. I'll play with her." Old Wang and the rest grinned. Qin Fengqing was so excited that he was about to explode. He grinned wildly and said, "Bet. I'll bet my life with her." F***CK, so many imperishable matter clusters. I'm rich. He did not need to worry about whether he would die or not. Since he was betting his life, he would bet once. The most important thing was that he had a huge imperishable matter cluster. Even if he died, he would die on a pile of money. It was worth it. Boom. They had just gotten the imperishable matter cluster when Fong Ping shattered another small round ball. Ji Yao's heart skipped a beat. Opposite her, Fong Ping walked straight toward her. He smiled and said, "Come, release the Life King's avatar. The Origin Dao's avatar can definitely kill me. I can't block the Origin Dao yet. Killing me now is just a matter of a blink of an eye. You just need to see if you can leave the passageway before I die." As Fong Ping said that, he continued to shatter a small round ball. It was used to conceal his aura. At this moment, in the void, the Chaos Origin Dao had completely started to riot. Ji Yao watched as Fong Ping walked toward her step by step. Her eyes were filled with unwillingness, resentment, anger, all kinds of emotions filled her mind. She had won. She had already won. In the end, at this point, this bastard still insisted on robbing her after she had taken a step back. Ji Yao was going crazy. There was a moment when she thought of releasing her avatar and dying together with him. She could not stand such humiliation. Fong Ping, when she shouted these two words, she was almost crying blood. It was too suffocating. "Hurry up. Hand over the storage ring. The divine weapon. All right, I don't want the divine weapon anymore. I don't like it." 3 seconds left. As Fong Ping and Ji Yao spoke, behind them, Hua Yu and Purple Moon's expressions changed again and again. At this time, both of them moved cautiously toward Fong Ping. However, Fong Ping turned around abruptly. His golden body flashed, and he punched. Bang! Both of them were only early stage, rank 8, and they were heavily injured. They were no match for him. They were sent flying in an instant. Fong Ping smiled. "Is that enough sincerity?" As he said that, Fong Ping smiled again. "Why don't we work together and put on a show? Let Hua Yu go. Let Hua Yu live. Ji Yao, I'm not lying to you about some things. Li Zhu is really a powerhouse who walked 2 paths. If you say it, no one will believe you. But if Hua Yu says it, people will believe you. Hua Yu, hand over your storage ring. Otherwise, if I kill you right now, it will also be mine." Li Zhu hid his strength. In Sky Plant City, he purposely let me go so that I could kill you. The Maple King also hid his strength. You might not know this, but I do. The Maple King walked 2 paths. As soon as he said this, Hua Yu said darkly, "The Imperial Ancestor has guessed this before. It might be true." Fong Ping was stunned. F***CK, I just said it casually. How can this be used as proof? Fong Ping didn't care anymore. He turned around again and punched Purple Moon heavily. He laughed. "Why you kill Purple Moon? Hand over the storage ring. This way, everyone will have something to use against me. Of course, after you go back, you can slander me. It doesn't matter. When Hua Yu goes back, find some trouble for Li Zhu. You can even say that it was Feng Miesheng who killed everyone, whatever you say. Both of you, if you want to be the Lord of Kings, then you better work together. Otherwise, we'll all die together." Before he finished speaking, Hua Yu staggered to his feet and punched Purple Moon to death. He threw the storage ring to Fong Ping and looked at Ji Yao. Ji Yao, what do you think now? Give me a way out. Both of us are alive. That's the best explanation we can give. Otherwise, if only you and Fang Ping's group escape, no one will believe you. And even if I kill Purple Moon, I won't leak any information. We're still young and have a future. Are we really going to die here together? Ji Yao's face was livid. She looked at Fang Ping. Fang Ping still ignored her. He continued putting old Wang's spoils of war into the storage ring and the divine weapon beside Purple Moon. As for Hua Yu's, he had self-destructed earlier. Fang Ping couldn't be bothered to talk about it. When he was done, Fang Ping said, "Old Wang, do you have a human avatar?" "Yes, someone from the Lu family died in Star Town." Fang Ping listened for a while and said, "Is it that Lu Ji from the Lu family? The one we met in Star Town last time?" "It's him." Fang Ping's figure began to transform. Soon, he turned into Lu Ji's appearance. He said, "We met once before. Is it like this?" A little darker, a little shorter. Fang Ping began to operate in front of them. Ji Yao and the others watched with their eyes wide open. Fang Ping ignored them. He smiled and said, "This is more like it. It's fine as long as I'm not recognized the moment I show up." As for his aura, Fang Ping quickly changed after seeing Lu Ji. The Fang Ping now was completely different from before. He didn't care about this. Fang Ping smiled and said, "All right, Ji Yao, it's time to hand over the storage ring." "Time's up." "Impossible. Then let's die together." Fang Ping said it carelessly. He did not hesitate either. Once again, he shattered the sphere a little. Rumble. This time, it was no longer a rumble. In the sky, pressure erupted. Lightning-like attacks began to bombard the ground directly in front of them. The ground turned into a black hole instantly. The terrain around them changed at an indescribable speed. Ji Yao was about to go crazy as she screamed hysterically. This bastard, he really wanted to perish together with her. Fang Ping was actually scared half to death. However, at this time, it was a gamble on who was more unafraid of death. If he did not gamble, he might not be able to get out. At this moment, the monsters around them also roared and squeezed toward the passageway. Fang Ping said telepathically, "Ji Yao, do you want these monsters to go crazy? Hurry, let's get out together. You release your clones, I release my origin chi. Let's bury these monsters together and hide the truth, including Hufeng, kill them all. Those who know the secret, it's enough for us." Ji Yao's heart turned cold. Then she gritted her teeth and threw the storage ring to Fang Ping. Fang Ping sneered. How cowardly! But this was good too. Fang Ping did not waste any time. He shouted, "Old Wang, you guys go first." Old Wang and the rest did not delay. They quickly rushed toward the passageway, ignoring Ji Yao, who was blocking the way. Ji Yao's face was livid. At this time, Fang Ping also walked to her side. He smiled and said, "Don't be angry. I help you, you help me. Everyone helps each other. How great is that? Huayu, let's work together more in the future. If there's a need, tell us. If there's an enemy, tell us and make arrangements. I'll help you get rid of them." To be honest, we haven't reached that stage yet. At this time, it doesn't matter what camp we are in. If we help each other, we can grow faster. In the end, when we reach the peak, then we can think about the camp. This is the best choice. There are some people that you can't deal with. Send them to the outland and send a message. I'll bring people to get rid of them. I guarantee that you'll be satisfied. I don't believe that in such a big kingdom, you don't have any opponents. As Fang Ping spoke, he grabbed hold of Hufeng. Amidst Hufeng's disbelief, Fang Ping squeezed him until he exploded. He laughed and said, "Look, Ji Yao was too embarrassed to kill him, so I helped her. Isn't that great? What do the two of you think?" Hua Yu looked at Ji Yao and said mildly, "I have no objections." Ji Yao did not speak. Fang Ping saw that Feng Ke was arranging for the monsters to retreat. He laughed and said, "Feng Ke, stop pretending. Let's go." As soon as he finished speaking, Fang Ping quickly rushed into the passageway. Ji Yao was not slower than him. She also dove in immediately. Hua Yu did the same. Feng Ke had just been arranging for the monsters to retreat in an orderly manner. Now that she was flying, she was not any slower than the three of them. Just as they were retreating, a round bead and a crystal shot out from the passageway. There was a rumble. The crystal exploded, and a powerful phantom appeared. The other True King's clones did not speak. This shadow frowned slightly and said mildly, "The king battlefield. Damn it." As expected, before he finished speaking, the round bead beside him exploded. In the next moment, the entire king battlefield rumbled. The sky was torn open. At this moment, countless figures charged out from the sky. Wherever they went, everything turned into nothingness. Fate King rushed into the sky and laughed. As expected, it's you. Since you've exposed yourselves, don't even think about escaping." The shadow and the figures that charged out of the void started fighting. In the king battlefield, the rank 7 region shook nonstop. Large areas of the terrain disappeared. The regional walls started to break. The regional walls leading to the rank 6 region disappeared quickly. The regional walls leading to the rank 8 region did not last long. The rank 7 region was not really empty. Not only were there humans, but there were also a large number of monsters. At this moment, they were all screaming. In the blink of an eye, everything was destroyed. Outside, the moment the king battlefield shook, the faces of the powerhouses who were fighting changed. Zhang Tao pushed King Moto back with a palm and rushed toward the entrance. When he reached the entrance, Zhang Tao's palm broke through the void. He reached out abruptly and grabbed a few people. Fang Ping growled, "Don't kill." Zhang Tao loosened his grip. He did not choose to kill Ji Yao and Hua Yu. In reality, he could not kill them. Tiger King, Maple King, and a few others were already charging toward him. Zhang Tao grabbed them with his big hand and roared, "Retreat!" As soon as he finished speaking, he broke through the void and left. Not far away, Li Jun scooped up a few rank 9 martial artists who had already escaped far away and shouted, "I'll bring you guys back." After saying that, Li Jun fled toward the ancient Buddha's sacred land. Behind him, 3 true kings chased after him. There were 3 true kings chasing after him. There were also 3 people chasing after Zhang Tao. On the other side, King Gu roared, "Don't leave me behind. I'm coming. Old Chun, let's go." Another person appeared. The Chun family's patriarch ran without saying a word. The Shun family's patriarch was here. The two met up and fled frantically. The catacombs' true kings had gone crazy. There were 6 who were chasing after Zhang Tao and Li Jun. There were also 4 who were chasing after them. 10 true kings. There were still 2 who were standing guard. In the distance, there was another true king's aura. Not to mention, there was another one with Nan Yunyue. More than 10 true kings. Chen Gaiong cursed in his heart. Zhang Tao, this son of a B***TCH, said there were at most 4 or 5 people. Mother **Ker. The patriarch could not take it anymore. He was still cursing when there was an explosion behind him. The big bowl-shaped king's battleground suddenly exploded. Not all of it exploded. The sky above the rank 7 regions suddenly exploded. Rumble! In the void, a large crack appeared. It exploded just like that. Chen Gaiong and the others looked back, their faces full of shock. it exploded just like that, although it was only a hole in the big bowl, and this hole was quickly repaired. But the moment it exploded, everyone's footsteps paused. It's the second king's aura. At this moment, this thought arose in many people's minds. Their desire to kill everyone on Earth was instantly reduced by 30%, the eyes of Maple King, and the others also glowed as they looked over there. Then, Maple King's expression changed. Extermination. Extermination did not come out. Zhang Tao, Fang Ping. Maple King was furious. He no longer cared about the king's battleground that was being repaired, charging toward Zhang Tao instantly. As for Li Jun, he could not be bothered with him. P.S. First of the month, seeking a guaranteed monthly ticket. Chapter 771. It was almost New Year's Eve and the New Year. After the New Year, it was time for the website to ascend to godhood. If there was no hope, then so be it. Old Eagle still had some hope, but it was too difficult to ascend to godhood. There were too many people in front of him, and there were only a few spots every year. If Old Eagle wanted to jump the queue, he would have to do better than his current results. The monthly votes list could be considered the most intuitive list, so Old Eagle still wanted to fight for it. Brothers, please vote some monthly votes. Many people said that one shouldn't care about empty fame, and that it didn't matter whether or not godhood was godhood. Actually, Old Eagle didn't care either. The key was that one couldn't go against money. The godhood's commission was even higher, and the money spent by the brothers wasn't even half of what the godhood's Old Eagle received. Don't people live for fame and fortune? Godhood was both fame and fortune. These were words that came from the bottom of his heart. Old Eagle didn't want to give up on the same amount of money. So, Old Eagle still had to fight for it. Brothers, let's first vote for the guaranteed monthly votes and see if there's hope. If there's hope, Old Eagle will continue to vote. If the gap is too big, then we'll wait and see how unambitious. In any case, brothers, let's vote again. Global High Martial Arts latest chapter address. Global High Martial Arts full text reading address /20374 / Global High Martial Arts TXT download address. Global High Martial mobile reading address /20374 For convenience of reading next time, you can click Favorites on the right to record this time. February, looking for monthly votes. Continue. Read the record. You can see it the next time you open the bookshelf. If you like Global High Martial Arts, please recommend Green Bean to your friends, QQ, blog, WeChat, etc. Thank you for your support. Chapter 772. Zhang Tao was practically tearing space apart to escape. Maple King was not the only one chasing after him. There were already 3 true kings, and now there was another one. 4 true kings were chasing after him. Hearing Maple King's roar, Zhang Tao did not even turn his head. He scolded, "You're looking for Fang Ping and your grandson. Why are you chasing me? Do you think I'm a pushover? Let's fight one-on-one if you dare. I'll beat the shit out of you." Zhang Tao kept cursing. Fang Ping was used to it. The others were also used to it. Only Old Yao was still a little shocked. As for whether Ji Yao, Hua Yu, and the others who were left behind by Old Zhang heard it or not, and what they thought, it was not in their minds. Fang Ping sat on Old Zhang's large palm, finally feeling at ease. Although Old Zhang was a jerk, he had to admit that he felt very safe. Fang Ping had always thought that following Old Zhang would guarantee his safety. At this moment, Fang Ping still had the time to look around. Seeing the 4 true kings behind him, he turned his head and shouted, "Don't chase us! Are you all out of your minds?" In the battlefield, the descendants of the 2 majestic courts' true kings were killing each other. The true kings' clones were endless. The sky was dark, and almost everyone was dead. "Why are you still chasing us? Are you out of your minds?" Ji Yao and Hua Yu colluded with each other and killed everyone. Now you want to help them silence them? Bastard! Behind, a true king was enraged and scolded. Fang Ping recognized one of them and laughed. Tiger King? Ha ha ha! Your grandson died, so tragically. What god's blood did Ji Yao use to unleash rank, 8 strength, and squash your grandson? Your grandson was still yelling, Ji Yao won't kill me, before he died. Ha ha ha, what a joke. Don't be crazy. I'm serious. Your grandson used your clone to kill Xianzhen and wanted to kill Bai Shanyue to pave the way for Ji Yao. He even fantasized about marrying into the Ji family. In the end, he died so tragically. Behind, Tiger King was furious. He raised his hand and punched, breaking the space. A gigantic fist appeared right in front of Fang Ping. Zhang Tao turned his hand and crushed the fist. He glanced at Fang Ping, speechlessly. Stop provoking me. If you continue, I won't be able to take it. Fang Ping pretended not to see the giant fist. He laughed and said, You don't believe me? Don't think I'm lying to you. Whether it's true or not, you true kings aren't idiots. Just think about it, and you'll know. Fine, I admit it. I'm Fang Ping, but he had just entered rank 8. Could he kill them? I don't even have a peerless avatar. I'll be lucky if I don't get killed by them. He had only intended to fish for some benefits, but who knew that he would end up witnessing such a shocking show? Ha ha ha, killing to the point of forming a river of blood. It's so satisfying to watch. You catacombs people are all so selfish. For the sake of the Lord position, to become a true king, you kill until your own parents don't recognize you. Tiger King, don't play dumb. Your doppelganger was the first to be used. How could you not know? Maple Monarch, your clone has gone along with the other 2 true Monarch clones. You idiot, don't tell me that you think I killed 3 true Monarch clones by myself. Even a fool would know there's a problem, yet you guys still want to hunt me down. Aren't you just trying to cover your ears and not admitting it? Fang Ping laughed maniacally. What a great show. It was so enjoyable to watch. Hua Yu and Ji Yao joined forces and killed all the opponents. From now on, these 2 will probably be the Lord. Fang Ping continued to laugh maniacally. Maple Monarch and the others behind him did not make a sound. Even if they were about to explode with anger, they did not say a word. Just because they did not speak did not mean that they did not move. They tore through the void and attacked old Zhang. Zhang Tao ran so fast that Fang Ping could not even see his surroundings clearly. His vision was plunged into darkness. Even so, Fang Ping continued to laugh. Life King is the most ruthless. His doppelganger is extremely powerful. He could have chosen not to attack, but he did. He attacked the king's battlefield and attacked the Chaos Origin path. This old thing did not care about the lives of others. He just wanted to test the situation in the king's battlefield. Damn, so many people died. Don't push the blame on me. It's all your own people's doing. Don't come after me, for no reason. Did I offend you? Boom. As soon as he finished speaking, Zhang Tao stopped in his tracks. Then his body swayed. Very quickly, he cursed, Shut up! Damn, that old Life King actually made a move. As soon as he finished speaking, someone in the void said lightly, King Wu, how can a true king be so easily humiliated? If this happens again, don't blame me for not caring about my reputation and attacking a junior. As Zhang Tao fled, he cursed, F***CK. Am I not a junior? Old thing, you attacked me. Are you looking down on the subduing, heavenly king? Old Senior Li, the catacombs is going all out. Zhang Tao roared. His voice traveled thousands of miles. In the void, a powerful wave of mentality swept over. The Life King's voice seemed to have changed. He said in a strange tone, King Wu, Why do you keep pretending to be a fool? Why don't you and I exchange a few moves? Zhang Tao sneered. Save it for later. If Life King has the time, you should go to the king's battlefield to see your granddaughter. Otherwise, she will be torn apart by the furious true kings. The Ji family's calculations are not shallow. They have 3 true kings in their family. They are the Catacombs, #1 clan. Oh, right, the Life King came so quickly. It seemed like he had his eyes on the king's battlefield for a long time. Did he plan to destroy the king's battlefield? He's quite generous. He cut a lot of mentality. He even cut a lot of origin path. Is he preparing to do something big? If there's a need, squeak and call me. Let's see if we can get some benefits. In the big palm, Li Hansong squeezed Fong Ping with his shoulder, winking. Damn, it sounds like you. Did the two of you discuss this? Fong Ping looked at him with an unfriendly expression. He said telepathically, I'm more shameless than him. When I reach the top, I won't be like this. I'm weak now. Besides, I'm young. I'm only 20 years old. How old is he? Even his grandson is older than me. He's shameless. I'm young. Crack. As soon as he finished speaking, his bones were squeezed by an invisible force until they were about to explode. Fong Ping was shocked. F***CK. How strong are you? There are 4 true kings behind you. There's still a true king, with 2 great paths watching you. You still have the time to eavesdrop? Fong Ping was speechless. There was a long way to go to beat old Zhang. Top was not enough, right? 5 great, true king powerhouses. Moreover, none of them were weak among the true kings. Did you still have the strength to spare? Fong Ping was shocked beyond belief. In the void, the mentality that was sweeping toward him grew stronger and stronger. After a long while, the mentality opened its mouth and spoke in Mandarin. Retreat. Do you guys really want to start a war now? Behind him, a hint of fear flashed across Maple King's eyes. Then he said furiously, Heavenly King subduing. Hand over Fong Ping. As long as you hand over Fong Ping, I'll retreat immediately. Otherwise, so what if we start a war today? Tiger King was also furious. He shouted, In the land of rebirth, you dare to attack and kill the descendants of the kings. Your sin is unforgivable. Fong Ping is extremely daring. Not only did he disrupt the king's battleground, but he also dared to invade Sky Plant City. The prestige of the royal court cannot be humiliated. We must kill him. Hand over Fong Ping. The few true kings shouted angrily at the top of their lungs. Without waiting for Heavenly King subduing to speak, Zhang Tao sneered and said disdainfully, A bunch of trash. A rank 8 actually caused such a ruckus. You still want to attack Earth. Save it. Otherwise, with so many true kings, only 2 of you will survive in the end. Zhang Tao, don't be insolent. The few true kings at the back flew into a rage. They could not take it anymore. Zhang Tao could not be bothered. He laughed and said, Old Senior Li, let's join forces today. We'll leave these few fellows here and kill the Life King. Perhaps the royal court will be completely terrified and will not dare to send troops anymore. As soon as he finished speaking, Zhang Tao's aura suddenly skyrocketed. He laughed and said, Here's your chance. As soon as he said that, Zhang Tao suddenly stopped fleeing. A crystal book suddenly appeared in front of him. The sky-covering crystal book. Seal. Destroy. Kill. Zhang Tao roared and laughed. I've been waiting for you to take the bait. Damn it. Go. At the back, the few true kings saw this, and their expressions changed drastically. One after another, they attacked the sky-covering crystal book. Rumble, the entire space was collapsing. A small gap appeared in the crystal book. However, an earth-shattering murderous aura erupted in an instant. One by one, words shot out from the book, heading straight for the few true kings. The few true king powerhouses roared, tearing the void and attacking the words. In the end, as soon as they attacked, the words collapsed and the crystal book disappeared. Not far away, Zhang Tao had already left. He laughed and said, "I'll spare your lives. I'll kill you next time." "Bastard, Zhang Tao, you're a disgrace among the true kings." The few true kings were furious. This ** starred said it so viciously, but in the end, he faked it. He made some fake attacks and ran away. Among the hundreds of true kings in the catacombs and land of rebirth, no one was more shameless than him. In the void, the Life King chuckled. He did not reveal himself, nor did he attack. After a laugh, he disappeared without a trace in the blink of an eye. If Fong Ping had not insulted him earlier, he might not have shown himself. The Life King left just like that. The mentality of the suppressing heavenly king swept over and disappeared in the blink of an eye. In the distance, Zhang Tao turned his head again and shouted, "Come again, if you have the guts. This time, I'll definitely kill all of you." Regardless of what the true kings were thinking, Fong Ping and the rest looked at each other and shrugged. Old Zhang was good at shooting his mouth off. If these true kings really wanted to argue with him, they would most likely be no match for him. At this moment, Zhang Tao had already escaped tens of thousands of miles. Very soon, he used the flight step and arrived at the top of Mount Royal Sea. Standing at the top of the mountain, Zhang Tao looked around and smiled. "Thank you, old Senior Li." Silence. Zhang Tao did not seem to care. He continued looking around and smiled. "Old Senior Li, Li Zhan is being hunted down. Do you need help?" Still silence. Zhang Tao sighed. "Forget it. I won't care then." "Oh, right. Old Senior, I've been improving slowly recently. Do you have any advice?" "The path is the same. Why ask me?" In the void, a voice came, but the person was still nowhere to be seen. Fong Ping also looked around curiously. The name of the suppressing heavenly king was known to everyone, at least to the high-level martial artists. It was like thunder piercing their ears. However, he had never seen the suppressing heavenly king before. Fong Ping wanted to get to know him. Unfortunately, there was no chance. He could not see him now. Zhang Tao smiled. He threw Fong Ping and the others aside casually. His palm returned to normal size. He said, "Senior, the Qi explosion in the Land of Kings, was it really the second king's Qi?" "I don't know. Is that so?" "Senior, is there anything in the Land of Kings that can help people improve? I mean, other than the second king, is there anything else?" "I don't know." Zhang Tao was a little regretful. He smiled. "If that's the case, then I won't disturb Senior's meditation anymore." Zhang Tao grabbed Fong Ping and the others again and was about to leave. He had only taken a few steps when in the void, the suppressing heavenly king's voice seemed to be stuck. He said slowly, "I need to meditate. Next time, there's no need to find a few opponents for me." Zhang Tao chuckled. "I had no choice. Please forgive me, Senior. The juniors nowadays are good at causing trouble. I thought we could handle it ourselves." Who knew that so many true kings would come? More than 10 true kings. If Senior doesn't help, we'll be in danger. Your coalescence Tao is enough to handle it. Senior, you must be joking. The path is endless. I've walked for thousands of meters. How can I handle it? Zhang Tao said a few humble words. Then he did not linger. He smiled. Then I'll have to trouble Senior to pay more attention. These true kings might cross boundaries soon. Senior, please take care of them." "Of course. Farewell." Old Zhang chuckled. His body returned to the size of a normal person. His palms were still huge. He grabbed Fong Ping and the others, not letting them move an inch. He walked along the peak of Mount Royal Sea to other places. He seemed to be walking slowly. Fong Ping and the others were held in his hands, but they could not feel the existence of their surroundings. He was so fast that they could not see their surroundings at all. Zhang Tao laughed as he walked. "Kid, you're in big trouble this time." Fong Ping said nothing. Zhang Tao continued. "In total, there are 13 true kings and life kings who rushed here. Including those who haven't arrived yet, it's close to 20. A few paragons almost died because of you. Paragons are related to the survival of the entire Earth. For you alone, the entire Earth was almost destroyed. You have to bear this responsibility." Fong Ping was dumbfounded. This was related to the survival of the entire human race. Because of me alone, the entire human race was almost destroyed. Fong Ping felt helpless, but he could not care so much. He said hurriedly, "Old Minister Zhang, creak." Fong Ping's bones continued to make crisp sounds. Fong Ping, who had turned into a different person, was forcefully pinched back to his original form. Fong Ping shook his head. Changed back just like that. All right, he was a paragon. It was understandable that he was strong. Fong Ping could not be bothered to say anything else. He had almost called Old Zhang earlier. If Old Zhang wanted to teach him a lesson, he would not be able to resist. Ignoring this, Fong Ping asked hurriedly, "Minister, there's a war in the Magic City catacombs." "That's right. When did it happen?" 4 to 5 days ago. "Are you all right? What's the situation now?" "I don't know." Fong Ping was stunned for a moment. He said hurriedly, "You don't know? How could you not know?" Zhang Tao said lightly, "I have too many things to do. I don't have time to pay attention to everything. You guys have caused a lot of commotion in the catacombs. I have to keep an eye on the catacombs to prevent the catacombs' true kings from invading. Moreover, wars are breaking out everywhere in other places. I'm not a god. Do you think I can manage everything?" Fong Ping's expression changed. He asked hurriedly, "What's the general situation?" "This doesn't look good. Right now, there are only 3 rank 9s in Magic City catacombs: Li Changshen, Wu Quishan, and Wu Chuan. Fan Haiping went to Nanjiang catacombs. There are 24 rank 9s in Magic City catacombs and catacombs cities." Fong Ping's expression changed again. Very quickly, Fong Ping said in a muffled voice, "Minister, send me to the Magic City catacombs." "You're going?" Zhang Tao said lightly, "Go to Mount Royal Sea." "Mount Royal Sea leads directly to the depths. Are you sure you want to go to Magic City's catacombs?" Fong Ping said immediately, "Yes, I want to go there immediately. I'm Li Yi, and the 4 of them are my attendants. It won't be a problem if I lead the team there. Of course, I hope the news hasn't reached us yet. Those true kings don't have time to care about you guys now." After hearing that, Fong Ping did not waste any more time. Very quickly, he turned into Li Yi's appearance. Then, he took out a few sets of armor from his storage space and threw them to Li Hansong and the rest. He said, "Follow me to Magic City catacombs to announce the royal court's new order." As he said that, Fong Ping thought for a while and said, "Forget about Li. It's easy to attract attention when you're a big shot. You can pretend to be a commander under his command." Fong Ping changed again, turning into Mu He's appearance that he killed. This was also a powerhouse commander in Li Yi's residence. He was killed by him earlier. "Minister, look at me. If I go to Magic City catacombs and announce a truce, will those city lords agree?" Zhang Tao stared at him for a while. Suddenly, he laughed and said, "Try it. A truce is nothing. Go and announce that the Monster Plants King and Monster Life King Court will start a war. I'll think of a way to keep Green Wolf King and Bamboo King occupied. Warlord is there too. It's a good time to play with them. As for the reasons, There are too many. Just say that Ji Yao is dead, or Feng Mieshing was killed, or Li was killed. In short, important people were killed by the other party. Now we're going to start a full-scale war with Monster Life King Court. It's not like the two kings have never fought before. Before they started the war with us, even decades ago, the two kings have always been at war. However, your position is too low. They might not listen to you. Zhang Tao continued. Moreover, these people might want to consult the true kings. So whether you can do it or not, it's up to you. Even if you can't, at least you can make the two families stop fighting temporarily. It's a good idea. Kid, why don't I take this opportunity to send you to a few more catacombs and announce the news one by one? Zhang Tao said thoughtfully. There are dozens of catacombs. Even if only one catacomb starts a war, it's still a good thing for us. What do you think? Fang Ping said sheepishly, forget it. One catacombs is fine. I know Magic City catacombs better. If I go to other places and the true kings spread the news, I'll be dead meat. Zhang Tao laughed and said, then let's go to Magic City catacombs, quickly. I'll distract the two true kings first. You guys do as you see fit. Right, be careful that Li Changsheng and the rest kill you by mistake. Don't blame me for not reminding you. Having said that, Zhang Tao added, to prevent you from being killed by mistake and losing your things, if you have any precious treasures, you can leave them with me first. When you come out, I'll return them to you. Fang Ping rolled his eyes. If it's in your hands, how can I have a share? How can I get it back? I've never seen you spit out anything that's in your hands in the end. Fang Ping ignored him and said hurriedly, Li Zhu really has the strength of a true king. The Maple King might be hiding his strength. Li Zhu is a huge threat to me. I only managed to escape his killing range after I ran 3,000 li away from Skyplant City. The Shijiang catacombs seem to be preparing to kill Guardian Zhang. Zhao Xingwu has become the left commander of the Skyplant army. The Maple King might be trying to persuade him to go to the first Grotto Heaven. Also, the Shishan catacombs are preparing to launch an attack to kill those cultivating new students. Oh yes, something might be wrong with the Dongwu catacombs. I've seen a guy called Jin Yuhuai. He might be in cahoots with a human traitor. This traitor is even a higher-up. The news that you like to eavesdrop has spread. Jin Yuhuai is spreading it around the catacombs. As Fang Ping spoke, Zhang Tao was a little shocked. This kid had only gone to the catacombs for a few days, and he already knew a lot of top-secret information. Many of them were things he knew for the first time. However, when he heard the last sentence, Zhang Tao suddenly chuckled. His laughter was a little creepy. I like to eavesdrop, and it was spread to the catacombs. Jin Yuhuai actually knew about it. Did the person in charge of contacting the Dongwu catacombs have a death wish? It seemed like it had been a long time since he showed his prowess. Have some people forgotten how petty I, Zhang Tao, am? Spreading it to human martial artists was fine. Mother asterisk Kerr. He even started spreading it to the catacombs' martial artists. Did he really think that my reputation as a martial king was worthless? When Fang Ping and the rest heard this laughter, they felt uncomfortable. Fang Ping thought that he was angry because there was a traitor, so he did not say much. Very quickly, Fang Ping said, also, there's an earth-shattering deal. Forget it, I'll talk to the minister later. If this deal is done, we'll be rich. Deal. Zhang Tao's interest was piqued. He laughed and said, what deal? Is it dangerous? How much can we earn? Is it because we've established a relationship with the catacombs, martial artists, and can trade? I'll say this in advance. Don't mention any deals with energy stones less than 500 caddies. The risk is too high. It's not worth it. I'll give you a standard. If you offend a true king, as long as it's not a death sentence, 1,000 caddies a year is still acceptable. Fang Ping looked at him, astonished. He looked at him strangely. 1,000 caddies. A year? 1,000 king coins? 100 king coin was worth 100 caddies of energy stones. According to what you're saying, if I take 1,000 king coins a year to exchange for resources, it'll be fine even if I offend a true king? Old Zhang, what are you thinking? I've already said it's an earth-shattering deal. The earth-shattering deal I'm talking about is 1,000 caddies of energy stones a year. How much does old Zhang look down on me? Fang Ping wanted to say something, but paused. Forget it. I won't say it now. It won't be good if old Zhang gets scared. The old man was very greedy. If he became jealous and threw him into the restricted area now, Fang Ping would not be willing to go back in again after he had just come out. Besides, MCMAU's problem had not been solved yet. He had to solve MCMAU's problem first. Fang Ping, who was used to seeing big things, felt that the Magic City Catacombs problem was actually not that big of a problem. I've seen a lot of true kings. Magic City Catacombs only has 20 rank 9s. It's not a big deal. In Skyplant City, he had seen too many rank 9s. They were everywhere. There were even plenty of origin paths. While he was still thinking, Zhang Tao saw that he was silent and laughed. It's not worth it to frequently go to the restricted area with less than 1,000 caddies. Restrain yourself and don't look for trouble. Let me remind you, MCMAU's losses this time are not small. This is also your responsibility. You do as you see fit. The losses are not small. Fang Ping's expression changed slightly. The arrogance that had just risen dissipated instantly. Damn it, I'll teach them a lesson sooner or later. Fang Ping let out a low humph in his heart. His gaze was cold and fierce. This time, I've consumed the holy fruit and those good stuff. Let's see how far I can hone my golden body. When I'm strong enough, these guys won't have it easy. Chapter 773. When they were about to reach the boundary of the Magic City Catacombs, Zhang Tao stopped in his tracks and smiled. You really don't want to leave the treasures with me? If you die, I'll leave at least half of them for MCMAU. Fang Ping's expression darkened. Cursing me? No need. Fang Ping refused without hesitation. Just as he was about to say something, Zhang Tao tossed it away. Bang! A deafening roar was heard. The few low-ranked monsters nearby fled in fright. Fang Ping crawled out of the ground, shaking his head and scolding, Old man, you're so evil. You threw it away just like that. At least say hello. Shut up. Wang Jinyang was helpless. He said, Stop talking nonsense. If you're heard, I'll teach you a lesson. Fang Ping looked ahead. He could see Mount Royal Sea. It should be near the entrance of the Magic City Catacombs. Fang Ping did not say much. He turned to look at them and said, Return the imperishable substance to me. The four of them did not say a word. Return it to you? What a joke. They were green with envy at the imperishable substance. They could sense the concentrated, imperishable substance in it. How could they return it? Fang Ping said in a low voice, If you go in, you'll be easily sensed. You're all rank 7. Where did the imperishable substance come from? Isn't this obviously fake? All right, return it to me first. I'll return it to you later. They looked helpless. Li Hansong said sheepishly, You're really returning it? Nonsense. Do I look like that kind of petty person? Hurry up, I still have something to do. The few of them were reluctant to part with the imperishable substance, but they still returned it to Fang Ping. Qin Fengqing returned it too. Fang Ping looked at it for a while and said suddenly, Qin Fengqing, why did it shrink? Huh. Qin Fengqing looked confused. He said quickly, maybe it spilled out when we were escaping. Fang Ping rolled his eyes. Spilled out my ass. It would be strange if it did not shrink in this guy's hands. Fortunately, this guy was weak and could not take so much. He hid some in his bones, but it was probably only a few dozen yuan of imperishable substance. Fong Ping did not bother to say anything after keeping the imperishable substance. Fong Ping looked at his wealth. Wealth, 379 million points vitality, 70,280 calories, 70,488 calories, mentality for 1,099 hertz for 1,099 hertz, power of destruction, 35 yuan, bones honed, 206, 100%, storage space, 10,000 cubic meters plus, energy barrier, 1 point/minute plus aura simulation, 10 per minute plus. After looking for a while, he found that it was not much different from the King of March's battlefield. Instead, he lost 2 million wealth points. Fong Ping knew that his wealth had not increased yet. It was probably not because of the danger. Logically speaking, old Zhang had left them here, so the danger should have been resolved. Otherwise, old Zhang would not have left. In that case, it was because there was no distribution. Fong Ping thought for a while. He was not in a hurry to distribute them. Now that the distribution was over, it would be terrible if his wealth exceeded 1 billion points. There was still a possibility. Just by Shan Yue's holy fruit and Ji Yao's holy fruit alone were worth 200 million points, not to mention the other gains. Fong Ping glanced at them and quickly changed their auras. Adding 4 people would cost 100,000 wealth points per minute. Although Fong Ping was rich and overbearing, he could not afford to spend like this. He said quickly, "Let's end this quickly. Remember, catacombs martial artists, restricted area martial artists. There's nothing else, just one thing, arrogance." Fong Ping warned, restricted area martial artists are arrogant. They look down on foreign martial artists. You just have to pretend to be arrogant and ignore them. That's enough. Also, Qin Feng Qing, control that thieving look in your eyes. When we go back, there will be benefits for you. Now stop. From now on, I am your leader, Commander Mu He, a powerhouse under Li Yi's command. Li Yi is the Lord of March's son. Fong Ping guided them telepathically as he walked. They listened attentively. After a while, Qin Feng Qing asked curiously, "Fong Ping, how much did you earn this time?" "His name is Mu He. Cough, cough. Commander Mu, how much did you earn this time?" Qin Feng Qing's eyes lit up. "You snatched Ji Yao, snatched Hua Yu, and kept all the divine weapons that old Wang and the others had. You must have earned a lot this time, right? It's normal. Is there a trillion?" Fong Ping glanced at him. After a while, he said, "We'll talk when we get back." Qin Feng Qing did not ask anymore. He sighed in his heart. Damn, it seemed like there was really a trillion. This guy earned so much money that his hands were cramping. Magic City Catacombs, Mount Royal Sea entrance. At this moment, there was someone receiving Mount Royal Sea. Fong Ping knew it, because he had come from this place last time. The one guarding the Magic City entrance was not a catacombs rank 9, but a rank 8 powerhouse. Seeing Fong Ping and the others, this person also knew Mu He. When he saw Fong Ping, he smiled hurriedly. "Commander Mu, this time you're here," Fong Ping interrupted. "How's the situation in 7 Southern Territory?" The rank 8 powerhouse in charge smiled quickly. "Everything is going smoothly," Longevity soared, "and the others have been severely injured. They're holding on now. Very soon, we'll be able to kill them completely. If Snake King did not self-destruct his divine weapon, 1 or 2 of them would have fallen in the previous battle." Fong Ping was helpless. They had to self-destruct their divine weapons again. On Old Wu's side, rank 9 divine weapons exploded really quickly. They had only exploded one in August, and now they exploded again. However, Fong Ping felt a chill in his heart. They had already reached the point of self-destructing their divine weapons. It seemed like the situation was indeed not optimistic. Fong Ping glanced at the powerhouse in charge. Suddenly, he laughed. "That's good. Open the passageway. I want to go in now." "Commander Mu, do you have a passageway token?" Fong Ping looked impatient. He tossed a token at him. He had plenty of these things. Feng Miexing had them. Seeing the token, the rank 8 powerhouse said no more. Very quickly, he led the others into the passageway. Yao Qingjun asked telepathically, "Not attacking?" "No, in case the true king notices anything unusual." Although old Zhang and Warlord had disappeared, possibly bringing the true king out for a spin. Fong Ping felt that there was no need to lose the big picture because of a small gain. It was just a rank 8 martial artist. It did not matter if he was killed or not. After entering the passageway, on the other side of the stronghold, the old man Fong Ping met when he exited the catacombs the other day was still guarding the Grand Canyon outside the passageway. Year after year, day after day, Fong Ping glanced at the other party. Without saying a word, he strode away. Old Wang and the others also followed him and left without a word. It was not until they were a distance away that old Wang sighed telepathically. "Compared to these seniors, we are much more fortunate." Fong Ping said calmly, "There are always people who are contributing. In the face of national calamity, you and I cannot avoid it. The catacombs calamity is not fair. One day, the ones guarding this place might be you and me, or even our descendants." As he said that, Fong Ping's tone changed. He said self-deprecatingly, "We might not even have this chance. So, while I'm still young, I should enjoy myself to the fullest. The world is so big. Take a look around, or else you won't be able to see it even if you want to in the future. In this lifetime, perhaps the happiest time was when I first started learning martial arts." Wang Jinyang laughed. Beside him, Li Hansong also chuckled softly. At that time, we were indeed carefree and full of longing for the future. It's a pity that these days are gone forever. The young people of the new generation are not as fortunate as we were back then. Ignorance is bliss. It's a pity that once the catacombs matter is made public, this kind of bliss has also disappeared. Fong Ping did not say a word. He rose into the air and headed straight for Hope City. Halfway there, he passed by a city. There was no rank 9 guarding it. Fong Ping's gaze turned slightly cold. The second city, the third city, there was no rank 9 guarding it. When he reached the fourth city, Fong Ping's gaze flickered. He shouted loudly, "Demonic Bamboo Guardian! Where is the city lord of Demonic Bamboo City?" In the city, a tall, verdant bamboo tree's mentality fluctuated. "He's gone to the land of hope. Demonic Bamboo Guardian. You are the guardian of the royal court. You are also the demon, immortal general who guards the royal court." This time, Muhi is not here on behalf of the royal court. He is here on behalf of the Lord. Is Demonic Bamboo Guardian, like the other god generals, feeling that the Lord's faction has declined? Demonic Bamboo's mentality fluctuated again. "I don't mean that." Fong Ping's expression suddenly darkened. He said solemnly, "Her Highness Li Yi has fallen." Demonic Bamboo's mentality fluctuated slightly. Fong Ping said coldly again, "Killed by Ji Yao. The Lord has many constraints in the royal court. He can't send troops to the heavens mandate royal court. However, Her Highness is the Lord's legitimate son. This time, Her Highness was killed, a disgrace to the royal court, and the Lord ordered us to come to the various outlands. I hope that the god generals can lend the Lord a hand. This vengeance must be avenged." Fong Ping said this with righteous indignation. He could not restrain his anger. His mentality fluctuated fiercely. He said angrily, "Therefore, this time, Muhi came to the Outlands to help the Lord. Ji Yao cannot be killed, but heaven's mandate royal court must pay the price. Demonic bamboo guardian, are you willing to fight for the Lord again? Just like in the past, I will accompany the Tianji army and fight again. Lord guardian, if you are unwilling, the Lord will not force you. The royal court has fallen. The Lord is also seriously injured and is about to fall. Now, who is still willing to fight for the Lord again?" Fang Ping's eyes were bloodshot. He had been in the catacombs for a while and knew some things. Moreover, the last time he left the Magic City catacombs with Li Yi and the others, he knew that the Monster Bamboo City's city master and this green bamboo were people of the Lord's faction. It was not that the Lord did not have any arrangements in the Outlands. However, now that the Lord was seriously injured, these people and demons might not be willing to continue working for Li Zhu. Green Bamboo Guardian is willing to fight. In the void, demonic Bamboo Guardian's mentality trembled. He said telepathically, "Monster Bamboo City is willing to fight for the Lord." At this moment, demonic Bamboo Guardian uprooted from the ground and soared directly into the sky. Fang Ping's heart trembled. Li Zhu had such great prestige. In the Outlands, when he was seriously injured and about to fall, there were actually rank 9 demons willing to fight for him. This was actually somewhat beyond Fang Ping's expectations. When he passed by Monster Bamboo City, he was just testing the waters. But now, even the Guardian clans that did not belong to the royal court, the rank 9 demons, were actually willing to die for him. Li Zhu. Fang Ping was on his guard again. He thought of City Lord he that day. Because of a few casual words from Feng Miexing, that elemental Dao powerhouse directly killed those martial artists from the Outlands to prevent Li Yi from losing face and the Lord from being slandered. Moreover, this was under the situation where everyone thought that Li Zhu was crippled. If Li Zhu was not crippled but became a true king instead, Fang Ping found it hard to imagine how many rank 9s in the Tianji royal court were willing to give their lives for Li Zhu. 300,000 Tianji soldiers were still willing to give their lives for the Lord's faction even after Li Zhu had been crippled for so many years. Although the 30 commanders-in-chief were roped in and divided by others, more than half of them still supported Li Zhu. This was prestige. Li Zhu had been lying low for many years. He might really have a big plan. Fang Ping did not think about this anymore. He bowed and saluted, his face full of excitement. Monster Bamboo Guardian is willing to fight. I will definitely report to the Lord truthfully. This time, I came to conquer the Tianji royal court's cities. Monster Bamboo, Divine General, Muhi, have offended you. Please listen to my command and let them pay with their blood. Of course, the giant green bamboo replied. Fang Ping's spirit was lifted. He said again, "Now, there are not many people that the Lord can trust. Lord Guardian, do you have any guidance? Who is still willing to continue fighting for the Lord?" Monster. Cypress City, Magic City catacombs had 13 cities. Skygate City was destroyed. After that, there were only 5 cities of the Tianji royal court left. And now, among the 5 cities, there were actually 2 cities that were willing to give their lives for Li Zhu. Fang Ping was shocked again. After all, the Outlands were divided among the true kings. The Tianji royal court in the Magic City catacombs belonged to the Bamboo King. And now, this rank 9 monster plant did not even mention the Bamboo King. It wanted to join the war directly. Fang Ping took a deep breath and said no more. He said, "Lord Monster Bamboo, if that's the case, then follow me to the Land of Hope. Take the opportunity to kill some Tianji powerhouses. Land of Hope, Longevity's sword, Snake King." Fong Ping listened to its intermittent voice transmission. Very quickly, he said in a low voice, "Those people are Maple King's opponents. Maple King wants them dead, and we might need to make them stay. Lord, what I said is just what I said. It has nothing to do with the Lord, but His Highness's death." Fong Ping gritted his teeth. It might have something to do with Fong extermination. He and Ji Yao worked together to harm His Highness. I came here this time only for personal revenge. Even if the true king is angry, Lord, you can just say that I passed the royal order falsely. Even if I die, it will only be Mu He and the others. They are merely commander level. If they die, then so be it. I will not hesitate. The giant green bamboo heard that and stopped its voice transmission. As for what it was thinking, Fong Ping had no way of knowing. However, these words of loyalty might have made the giant green bamboo a little emotional. Fong Ping did not waste any more time. Under the green bamboo's signal, the 5 of them stepped on a bamboo branch that extended from the green bamboo. The green bamboo was extremely fast, heading straight for Hope City. Fong Ping's heart was filled with guilt. I am such a bad person. I tricked monsters again. I knew that the monsters were very stupid. I always tricked them. I really feel bad. Here in Magic City's catacombs, a few rank 8 monsters were still hiding in the bounded boundary zone after being tricked by him. After this time, this rank 9 monster plant would not be like this, right? It was hard to say. This was the territory of the Green Wolf King. The other party was from Destiny Royal Court. Although with War King around, the other party would not enter the outer zone to kill monsters. But there was no guarantee that it would be like King Huai last time, coming in directly. At the same time, Fong Ping tricked a rank 9 monster plant to be his fighter. Hope City. Wu Quishan's face was full of sorrow. He looked at Li Chongsheng and said slowly, "Go back. Leave this place to me and Wu Chuan." Old Man Li's face was pale. He said lightly, "Go out? If I go out, how long do I expect you to hold them off? Just kill them. Being able to live until now is something we earned." Having said that, Old Man Li did not care about him anymore. He turned around, looked at the city, and chuckled. Devil City is lost. Last time, thousands of instructors and students fought hard to conquer the city is lost. This time, maybe Hope City will be lost too. Everyone, you've done your best. You're all good boys of MCMAU. You're good. You didn't embarrass MCMAU. We've embarrassed MCMAU. Old Man Li laughed heartily. It's okay for us to be embarrassed. We're old. We don't care about this. Young people still have hot blood. They can still fight. If they dare to fight, then there's still hope. Go back. Cultivate well. We'll come back again. Just like the Tian'an catacombs, we'll go back again and turn them upside down. Dean. In the crowd, Zhang Yu, who was covered in blood, looked at Li Chongsheng's golden body dimming. He said sorrowfully, "Vice-Chancellor, Dean, let's retreat together. You're our backbone. If you don't retreat, we won't leave." Retreat? Old Man Li laughed heartily. Retreat? I still want to turn them upside down. If you want me to leave now, I won't agree. But you're too weak. Go back. Don't talk nonsense. In the catacombs, you have to carry out military orders. Retreat. Vice-Chancellor, Dean, everyone's faces were filled with indignation. Their hearts were filled with indignation. In the last battle at Skygate, MCMU won easily. They conquered Skygate City. It was a great victory. The victory was surprising, the victory was delightful, and it made people feel inflated. Now, in a short 5 days, not only had they lost Skygate City, but Hope City was also about to be conquered. A few rank 9 powerhouses fought one after another. Their golden bodies were about to collapse. If this went on, A few more battles might cause a few rank 9s to fall. They were indignant. However, there was no use in being indignant. Their abilities were no match for the catacombs. The vice-chancellor and the rest had tried their best. But why did they not retreat? In the crowd, Tang Feng was also indignant. His hair and beard stood on end. He said in a low voice, "Let's retreat together. We can fight back after losing Magic City catacombs. We can stage a comeback and come back again." Old Man Li smiled faintly. "If I ask you to leave, then leave. Stop talking nonsense. Do we need you to teach us how to do things?" Dean, everyone's faces were pale. Did they have to stay? Old Man Li and the rest did not utter a word. Not stay, not fight to the death. Perhaps they could do so previously. However, 2 days ago, the 3 departments ordered that they were not to retreat. All the paragons had left Sino Nation. At this moment, once they retreated, the catacombs rank 9 would invade the human world and Magic City. If they could not destroy the other party, Magic City would be in danger. Sino Nation would be in danger. All rank 9s in Sino Nation had already gone to support all sides. They could not help anymore. Without the paragons, they could not retreat. Once they left, more than 10 rank 9 powerhouses would fight their way out of the passageway. That could mean the deaths of tens of millions or even more people. How could they retreat? They could only fight to the death. Where did the paragons go? In the past, Sino Nation would definitely leave at least 1 paragon to guard the ground. Now, no one was there. Old Man Li had already guessed that something might have happened in the restricted area. They could not leave. Since it was a disaster caused by the people of MCMAU, then MCMAU would have to bear the responsibility. Because of MCMAU, Magic City catacombs were conquered. They would be sinners for all eternity. Kid, old Zhang had the intention to let you suffer a huge loss. I hope that after this, you can learn some lessons. Fine, maybe our deaths will give you more motivation to reach the Paragon sooner. Old Man Li looked in the direction of Mount Imperial Sea, a faint smile on his face. No matter how many rank 9s there were, they could not compare to a single paragon. That brat is too successful. This time, perhaps our blood can stimulate him to walk a little further, a little faster. Old Zhang probably has the same idea, right? Old Zhang is really evil, but the old man likes it. Ha ha ha. Old Man Li laughed in his heart for a while. Suddenly he shouted, "Go! Don't you have the decisiveness of a martial artist?" In the crowd, Qin Zhenhua was silent for a moment. Suddenly he shouted, "Retreat! Retreat! The next day, we'll kill them again and turn the world upside down. If Magic City catacombs fall into MCMU's hands, MCMU will never bear such infamy. Retreat!" The shouts were sharp and ear-piercing, containing too much helplessness, too much unwillingness, and too much sorrow. We're too weak. The battle at Skygate was fought too smoothly. It was so smooth that we thought we could take charge of the catacombs. It was so smooth that we thought the catacombs was nothing more than this. One school taking charge of 1 catacombs. Today, it became a huge joke, a joke made with blood. The blood of several rank 9 powerhouses, the blood of hundreds of instructors and students. After this battle, could MCMAU really make a comeback? With infinite unwillingness and sorrow, the instructors and students began to retreat. On the city wall, Wu Quishan looked at Lu Fengru beside him and chuckled. "Let's go back." "No." "How old are you?" "Still stubborn." "I'm not leaving," Lu Fengru said lightly. "I'm an MCMAU Grandmaster. I'm not useless. I'm invincible. I dare to fight a rank 9. Wu Quishan looked at her deeply. Suddenly, He smiled and hugged her, laughing loudly. Then let's fight. Kill them until their blood flows like a river. Old Man Lee laughed loudly too. He said loudly, "You and I should have died. It's worth it to live for so long. This time, let these bastards remember MCMAU for the rest of their lives. No, let them not have the chance to remember MCMAU." Ha ha ha. Not far away, Wu Chuan sat on the city wall, smiling faintly. The couple has a companion. Look at me. I'm so self-aware. I can just go to the side and lick my wounds. You're blind. Serves you right for being single. Old Man Lee laughed loudly. I'm happy to. Old Wu will definitely die before I do. If he dies, I'll bring Fengru along with me. F*CK, your grandfather. Wu Quishan kicked him, cursing for a while. Did this old thing have an ulterior motive? Everyone laughed out loud. After a while, Wu Quishan suddenly turned his head, looking at the dozens of people below the city wall, smiling faintly. What are you still standing there for? Don't talk to me about living and dying together. You're not qualified. Old Man Lee sneered too. Get lost. A bunch of brats. Don't King do this. You're not even qualified to participate in the battle. Get lost as far as you can. Are you sending food to the catacombs? In front of the crowd, Chen Yunxi said loudly, I'm the president of the Martial Arts Society. I govern MCMAU together with the university leaders. I can't leave. The old Sugaching was still at the Mentality Vitality Unity realm. He said faintly, this old man is much older than you. Who are you scolding? Huang Jing sighed too. The seniors are all on their way. Luo Yichuan and the rest have gone back. I won't leave. I miss the instructor too. Wu Quishan glanced at everyone one by one. Suddenly he laughed. Then stay, but don't leave the city. Remember, if there's a chance, send us back. We don't want to be buried in this dirty place. I want to go back to MCMAU. I want to go home. Not far away, Wu Chuan smiled faintly. Me too. Fight for it. Maybe there's a chance. You won't be of any use. Don't throw your lives away. If you can bring us back, that's the greatest value. The few of them were all smiles. The next moment, Old Man Lee laughed loudly. They're here. Time to go. Let's go. As soon as he finished speaking, the three of them shot out like sharp swords. Today they had to kill. Chapter 774. Kill. A great battle broke out instantly outside Hope City. 3 powerhouses joined forces and went straight to the opposing powerhouse. The 3 of them attacked the monster Sunflower City Lord at the same time. As for the others' attacks, they did not care at all. They just wanted to kill one person. Damn it! The monster Sunflower City Lord was furious. These people had been staring at him for the past few days. He had had enough. Kill them! The monster Sunflower City Lord roared. The divine weapon in his hand appeared, and the huge sunflower behind him broke through the air. Both sides joined forces to attack Li Changsheng. The previous few times, everyone was afraid of death. No one was willing to fight to the death under the situation where they outnumbered him, resulting in casualties. However, it was also because of this that after a few times, not only did they fail to kill these people, but they were also defeated by the other party's desperate fighting style, and one person was killed. However, although one person was killed, they also severely injured these people, even forcing the Snake King to self-destruct his divine weapon. Without the rank 9 divine weapon in hand, the Snake King's combat strength had also declined. In addition to the few days of fighting, the Snake King and the others were already an arrow at the end of its flight. This time, they must kill them. Kill us? You? Old Man Lee's eyes were cold, and he roared, Cooperate! As soon as he finished speaking, Wu Quishan and Wu Chuan suddenly changed direction, suddenly attacking the monster phoenix city lord together. In the void, Wu Chuan's rank 9 divine weapon appeared in front of the monster phoenix city lord instantly. Boom! An earth-shattering roar resounded throughout the catacombs. No, the monster phoenix city lord was in disbelief. Their target was him? Why? There were still many powerhouses from the sky plant bloodline here. He was from the destiny bloodline. Why did they want to kill him? I'm killing you, the shit stirrer. Old man, Li roared coldly. The golden light on his body erupted for the last time. Monster Phoenix City was the most proactive among the Monster Life cities. In the previous few days of fighting, they had killed hundreds of MCMAU instructors and students. Who else would they kill if not him? An eye for an eye. Old man, Li did not care about the 2 Monster Sunflower City rank 9's attacks at all. He suddenly changed direction, and his sword slashed through the air. On the long sword, the golden light was dazzling. Creak! Space shattered. At the side, Wu Quishan and Wu Chuan roared fiercely at the same time, and the final rays of golden light erupted from their bodies as they shot towards the demonic Phoenix City governor. Save me! The demonic Phoenix City master roared, but it was already too late. The others didn't want to save him at all. The only one who wanted to save him was the Phoenix Demon Beast. When it saw the 3 of them unleashing their final burst of light together, it hesitated for a moment. This hesitation was too late. Rumble! A second explosion rang out, and with a bang, the golden body exploded. In the void, a figure condensed and shrieked. Damn it! His voice came to an abrupt halt. A crack streaked across, directly shattering the last remnants of spiritual energy. At the same time, the other attacks arrived one after another. Bang! Old man, Li's golden body exploded as well. Wu Chuan and Wu Quishan unleashed their power once more, pulling Old Man Li out of the bombardment range together. However, the 2 of them were also targeted by a few people. The attacks came in the blink of an eye. Kacha! With a loud explosion, Wu Quishan's right arm was smashed into smithereens. His face was pale as he dragged Old Man Li with his left arm and retreated backward. Wu Chuan hollered. He stood at the front alone and swung his fists and legs, bursting forth with all his might. However, he was still no match for them. He was continuously sent flying, golden blood flowing out of his mouth. I killed one. I can't accept it. Wu Chuan roared. He could not accept it. 3 powerhouses had only killed 2 rank 9s until now. They did not even manage to exchange 1 for 1. He really could not accept it. However, the other party had the advantage in numbers. Right now, they were facing 12 rank 9s. How could they continue fighting? They were already an arrow at the end of its flight, unable to unleash attacks like before. At the back, Old Man Li's cheeks cracked. A huge bottle appeared in his hand, laughing loudly. I still have the strength to fight. I can still kill one more. As soon as he finished speaking, Old Man Li gulped down the remaining energy liquid. The injuries on his body began to heal rapidly. After recovering for a while, Wu Chuan was sent flying backward. His sternum was completely shattered. Seeing this, Wu Quishan did not say a word. His hands formed into claws, charging straight at Monster Sunflower City's city lord. Changsheng, he's next. Ha ha ha, good. Li Changsheng agreed happily. Vitality erupted from his body rapidly, charging forward with his sword in hand. However, he secretly transmitted his voice. We can't fight too fast. Drag it out. At least drag it out until one person returns from the summit. We can't let Magic City's catacombs be breached. Once it was breached, Sino Nation would suffer countless casualties. The MCMEU people who had just evacuated would also die, or be severely injured, MCMAU could not be destroyed in their hands. The three of them seemed crazy, but in reality, they were extremely clear-headed. Kill one person first to intimidate everyone. Fight with your life on the line. And let these fellows be wary. The three of them attacked in all directions like crazy demons, disregarding their injuries. However, it was still difficult for them to fight against 12 rank 9s. A blood-red sword with peak rank, 7 strength severed a rank 9 powerhouse's arm in an instant. Senior. Behind him, Old Man Lee's tears streamed down his cheeks. Kill! 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 A series of explosive roars were heard. This battle they had to kill. No! Far away! Fong Ping's mentality suddenly fluctuated. No! He was too late. Huang Jing had used the blood saber technique to self-destruct. It could not be like this. It's my fault, my fault. Fong Ping could not control his emotions. Beside him, Wang Jinyang held onto his arm tightly. He could not expose himself anymore. Fong Ping dried the tears in his eyes. At this moment, he seemed to have returned to the past, to the first day of school. That day, that old man stood on the rostrum and told all of them, entering MCMAU is not for you to enjoy life, nor is it for you to be superior to others. In MCMAU, you must first understand one thing. You will only reap what you sow. What is a martial artist? It's not bullying the weak. It's not bullying the market. It's not being a political broker. Martial artists are the protectors of this city, this country, and this world. We are great, but also insignificant. It can also be said to be tragic. You don't understand now, and you don't need to understand. One day, you will understand that entering MCMAU is not the beginning of the peak of your life, but the beginning of a tragedy. Martial artists are not tragic. Martial artists are not tragic. If you were, you wouldn't have made this choice. Fong Ping looked into the distance. He thought of the day when he killed the monster at the edge of the 100 Beasts forest. He thought of the old man's helplessness and relief when he surpassed him. He was dead. Fong Ping stared into the distance for a while. In the next moment, Fong Ping regained his composure and said slowly, Sir Zhu Qing, take this opportunity to kill the powerhouses of the Destiny bloodline. You can secretly contact the Monster Bamboo City Lord and the 2 Monster Cypress City Lords. Longevity, Sword, Fong Ping said coldly. Save them if they die. The Destiny bloodline will dominate the 7 southern regions. I will not allow it. Foam extermination's inner demons will be gone. It is not in the Lord's interest. Okay, the giant green bamboo was slightly hesitant. It had also sensed the change in the situation. The resurrected martial artist was about to be killed. If they delayed for a while, they might be able to destroy the powerhouses of MCMAU today. However, the Lord needed the powerhouses of MCMAU to live. Then let them live. At this moment, there were 11 catacombs rank 9s in the distance. Among them, 2 of the city lords and a monster plant could be contacted. Of the remaining 8, 4 were from the Destiny bloodline. Of the remaining 4, 2 were from Monster Sunflower City, and the remaining 2 were from the 2 monster plant cities. The giant green bamboo's mentality began to fluctuate slowly. In the crowd, one of the crown powerhouses who sent Wu Quishan flying with a punch frowned slightly. At this moment, Wu Quishan was already powerless to resist. In a while, Snake King will definitely die. The Monster Bamboo City Lord looked conflicted. Let them go now. What was wrong with Zhu Qing? In this battle, the catacombs had already lost 3 rank 9 powerhouses, 2 from the Monster Life bloodline, 1 from the Monster Plant bloodline. At this juncture, should they give up? However, they wanted to kill the MCMAU people because the royal court had given them a reward. Now, Now, the royal court's messenger was here. If they did not listen to the messenger, would there still be a reward? For a moment, the monster bamboo city lord took the initiative to stop. Not only him, in the crowd, another city lord powerhouse who was also wearing a crown looked at him. The giant cypress beside him had already stopped attacking. What's wrong with you guys? At this moment, Wu Chuan and Li Changsheng had already met up with the heavily injured and dying Wu Quishan. The three of them were flickering with qi, showing signs of self-destruction. Seeing that the three powerhouses had suddenly stopped, the others all took a few steps back. Could it be that these fellows wanted them to bear the power of a few powerhouses' self-destruction? The monster Sunflower City lord said angrily, "Damn it! If we work together, self-destruction won't be able to do anything to us. What are you guys doing?" 11 rank 9s. 3 of them stopped. Although the remaining 8 people might not have any casualties when facing the MCMEU people, they were not willing to watch the others watch the show from the sidelines. The monster bamboo city lord glanced at him and said faintly, "Zhu Qing is here. He said that the royal court's messenger has arrived. There's an order from the royal court. Stop for now." Damn it, he didn't come earlier or later. He came now. The monster Sunflower City lord also sensed Mu-He's aura. His face was gloomy. The monster bamboo city lord said in a low voice, "What's the hurry? They will die sooner or later. Surround them. Don't let them escape." Many people snorted coldly. Without another word, they surrounded the MCMAU people from all directions. Very soon, the giant green bamboo flight step arrived. Without waiting for the monster bamboo city lord to speak, Fong Ping looked at the MCMAU people who were surrounded. A sharp glint flashed in his eyes. They were all dying. Wu Quishan was already delirious. He was about to fall into a coma. At this stage of the battle, could he still recover? Li Changsheng was also almost crippled. The lower half of his body had completely disappeared. Both his arms were gone, too. The others were all in a dying state. In the distance, Lu Fengru, who had fallen to the ground, seemed to have no signs of life. At this moment, Fong Ping's heart was filled with hatred. I came too late. One step too late. Now that the Lord's faction had come to pass on the order, he did not know whether to accept it or not. Very soon, the monster Sunflower City lord suddenly said, "Where is the royal court and true King Hall's secret order?" Fong Ping looked at him coldly, his tone icy. "Secret order? This is top secret. How can we leave a trace so easily? If the Destiny Royal Court discovers it in advance, we are only commander-level strength. Do you think we will have the chance to reach 7 Southern Territory alive when we pass by the Destiny Royal Court's territory?" Monster Sunflower City Lord, it seems like you are going to disobey the order. Nonsense! The monster Sunflower City Lord flew into a rage again. He said angrily, "You are but Her Highness Li's servant. Without the royal court's secret order, what right do you have to order us?" Having said that, the monster Sunflower City Lord looked at the 2 monsters that were already surrounded. His brows knitted tightly. Everything was fine, but they suddenly wanted to start a war with the Destiny Royal Court halfway. Weren't they going to join forces to kill the land of rebirth powerhouses? What was the Royal Court thinking? Fong Ping did not speak again. He glanced at the monster Sunflower City Lord. At this moment, there were still 4 rank 9s who had not moved. 2 from Monster Sunflower City. 1 from the other 2 Monster Plant Royal City. They were all city lords. For rank 9s. Moreover, there were 6 rank 9s fighting at the side. Now was not the time to expose his identity. Seeing the situation, Fong Ping said lightly, "Since the sirs are unwilling to obey the order, then wait for a while." After the monster bamboo city lord and the few sirs kill these two monsters. Muhi will discuss this matter with the sirs. Having said that, Fong Ping ignored them. He looked at the MCMAU people, who were on high alert not far away, and smiled faintly. Sirs, do you want to live or die? If you want to die, that's easy. If you want to live, then surrender. Otherwise, we will attack the land of rebirth today and slaughter millions. Finally, when I came to 7 Southern Territory, the Lord said that if you hand over the true king's blood arrow method, it can protect millions of resurrected humans from death. Blood arrow method. Old man Li, whose eyes were already unfocused, moved his gaze. He gritted his teeth and said, "Wishful thinking. You don't know what's good for you." Fong Ping said coldly, "Right now, all of you are powerless to fight anymore. The passageway is open. The land of rebirth, Sino Nation, has no true king. Are you going to fight to the death, or wait for us to kill all of you and destroy Sino Nation?" Old man Li looked conflicted. He looked at the rest of the MCMAU people and shouted angrily, "You catacombs, martial artists, go back on your words. Even if we are captured, you will kill your way out of the passageway. Don't think that we are fools." Fong Ping snorted coldly.